Penguin King says let's go.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Hello, whoa. How is everybody? Oh my god, did my mods not shout out Muffin? What is this? This is some bullshit right here. I should replace all of them. Thank you, Muffin. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Thank you for the raid, Muffin. Appreciate you. Let's see. Let me just get my notebook out and stuff. There we go. This is the team game. I know you guys like running off and doing your own things, but this is a team game.
Fuck did that kid go again? Where the fuck is he?
All right. Step 1 is burb.
How about some magic missile? Fuck me?
I do. Well, I know Elvish.
You know, keeping to myself, but you don't need to be afraid.
Got lost in the woods and woke up in the cage.
And now my buttons don't work. So, just real quick, let's say hello to our players. Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight?
Hello.
Yeah. We're joined with Pandad. We're joined with Pegus. We're joined with Marcy. And we're joined with Muffin. Hello, Bean. Hello. Currently in Arkansas. No worries, Bean. No worries. Like we planned ahead, so don't worry about it.
Safe travels.
Safe travels, and I hope the trip is all good. So let's see. Last time, let's see. Oh my god, I gotta scroll. I gotta scroll. I wrote so much for this session. Okay. Session 18. The Poisoned Apple. Last time, our heroes found themselves being chased down the deeper tunnels into the darkness as they avoided the Duragar threat. Pandad, having seemed to have snapped as the Balanoth's aura faded, connecting him once more to the outside realm. He and his loyal Bucket tried to calm the commander, but unfortunately, the passage was littered with Umber Hulks, and they ended up in a bit of misfortune. Unfortunately for the rest of the party, they had to then follow after, which led to them having to deal with the threat themselves. Soon enough, though, they found him tearing into the hulking beasts limb from limb with some sort of Goliath-like rage, as his fur seemed to glow like a sizzling ember, and he regained his composure. With that, the party then ended up moving more inland. You know what? Because I'm pretty sure, if I'm right, Derek doesn't like having his clothes wet, and considering that that little cave area was very much up to the knees with liquid, I feel like that was probably what you guys did next. You went to a more drier area and found camp for your unconscious party members. We have Bean. So we have Peneneth currently having passed out, having taken a new form. Rather strange occurrence to some of the party members, but not to some familiar party members like Shay or Derek. Probably Nox as well has noticed this sudden change in the young man, where his skin has turned a sharper green. He's even growing what looks like scales of some sort. Pandad, on the other hand, this is pretty much out of left field. This is the first time that anyone bar Bucket has seen him reach this kind of new stage of his bare form. Who's throwing dice? Oh no.
I just jumped in it and it threw it automatically. I don't know why.
It does.
Okay.
It's a creature of the site.
Is it?
What? 99.
Yes.
Okay.
The first time you open it, it will chuck dice.
Why though?
Well, that's good. That's good to know.
Because it just does.
That's good to know. That doesn't ruin this recording at all.
That didn't happen when I joined.
Because you already had the tab open.
Okay. So we will we'll start from here. You guys have just either you're at the, like, basically we're gonna treat the session as this was your long rest, so we can start at the beginning of the long rest or at the end of the long rest, whatever you guys want to kind of do. If you want to you know, say that, well, let's be honest, Bean's probably out, Nox probably needs a rest, Pandad needs a rest, Derek definitely needs a rest. Ruby, Ramus, and Bucket, they have taken the rear, and basically they have decided, you know, they had a little argument between themselves. Not really an argument, more of a kind of like saying, "No, listen here, this is a choke point. If we go any further, we'll be trapped." And, you know, and Ramus is like, "Yes, I see your point. That is true." And then, you know, Ruby is like, yep, okay, that, I can lift the door. Yes, that might be a good idea. And you just hear them mumbling to each other in the background. It feels like they're with us, exactly. So, we will cut to Shay, who is currently boiling a pot on the fireplace.
Well, with Shay, you know, I guess cooking something up for the group.
Okay. Figure this out real quick.
What's up?
It's okay. You continue. I have to fiddle with something.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it was something that.
No.
Well, if Shay is boiling water on this fire, Shay is going to add in some rations to make everyone a decent meal before focusing on her resting party teammates, such as Nox, Paninith, and especially Pandad, considering he's an Angie boy as of recent.
Mm-hmm.
So
I will let you guys take
Take the lead.
Take the lead on who wants to wake up, or whenever he wants to wake up, or whatever.
I would come close to the camp near Shay.
You're feeling much
how
better,
you doing,
though.
Derek?
Me?
Yeah, how are you feeling after all that? That strange creature almost got you earlier, didn't it?
Honestly, I don't understand anymore what is happening. It's I feel like I'm attracting everyone's attention. Unwanted attention for some reason.
Would Shay have noticed the bark skin from before?
There is no bark skin.
I mean, before in the previous.
No, it was dark.
Okay.
I'll say this.
I think you were drowning when it happened.
Yeah, you were drowning when it happened.
Drowning happened afterwards.
Well, I'll say this. It was dark, and considering the amount of motion that was going on, everyone was either paralyzed, stunned, and I think at the time it happened, you were probably stunned, or at least just coming out of the stun, because you picked like there was a lot going on, and there was like 2 light sources. So
yeah, probably so, something like that. Oh, anyway, well, Shay's going to pour Derek a bowl of food and hand it off to him before making her way over to Lieutenant Pandad, who is, you know, hopefully still breathing and doing okay.
Well, Shay is away. I will just sniff the bowl and reluctantly eat up. Because I'm actually hungry.
Okay, yeah. It's been at least, I think the last meal you guys had was at Boggs'
place.
Boggs.
So you guys are probably really hungry, actually, now you think about it.
Wouldn't that be with the dwarves, or we didn't take a rest?
Didn't take a rest. You took a short rest, which would be like rations and stuff, but not like a full hearty meal. This is Shay doing her specialty of putting the pot on and attempting to cook.
Well, Shay, as you have been working around, I mean, with the Pandad and everyone else the most, I mean, I don't know much about the group, but what happened to Bandad? Was that something that happened to him before?
No, that's new.
Oh,
So this is a new development. What happened with Penninith is expected at this point.
oh, that's who? Okay, this one is expected.
You were there for the first time.
Yeah. Okay. I thought he was going. He was going like through a kind of like evolution, but not becoming a dragon. Green dragon at that. But okay, if he's
Look, you read the. Penninith told me a little bit about those funny books about Nudarth. Come on.
yeah.
Weird shit happens here, and he's connected with Nudarth. I don't know how, but I expect change out of him. Pandad has been stagnant for who knows how long. He's not changed at all, but suddenly he's a flaming bear. So, I don't know anymore, Derek.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw from Pandad, please?
Sure. Wait. I have dice over here. I almost just rolled real dice after throwing all the other ones. Where the fuck?
D20's at the end, yeah.
Constitution? Yeah.
Yeah. Constitution saving throw. Mm-hmm.
That's not high. 5.
Well, you know what would help? If my thing was, oh,
That's a very low con save there. I don't like that for me.
you are still on the down. You are not awake yet.
Normally, from Bean's last message, Panda still has a bardic inspiration.
I mean, he could use it if he wants. You want to use the inspiration for it?
I mean, the highest I'm gonna get is a 9.
Mm,
Or is it? Oh, is it
it's,
D8?
It's a D8.
Okay.
It's a D8. Yeah.
I think inspiration's a D8.
Yeah, I was thinking the chat inspiration. I think,
Mhm.
which is a D6 now too. Anyways, 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
raised myself.
you're still unconscious. All right. Okay. So Pandad seems to be in unconscious state. The embers of his fur have seemed to kind of return to that silky smooth black and white fur that you are familiar with, Shay. So yeah, he doesn't look like he's going to be waking up. It is just the start of the long rest. So, you know, it's been about, what, a couple hours? You guys have sitting down just trying to, like, relax, hope for some change in the, well, 2 to 3 of your members, considering Penninith ultimately had perished, or so you thought, and Nox, unfortunately, having also almost perished because of their shared fate ring. So I'll let you just continue on from there while I try and fix this thing. So, give me a second, because this is just really super annoying that it's not working.
So, Derek, you're a scholarly man. Have you ever heard of anything like Pandad's situation happening before?
I want to say while Pandad's passed out,
Yep.
he still looks pretty animalistic.
Okay.
Sleeping bear.
Like a huge, big sleeping bear, like not even like gripping his weapons or.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, good. That should work. Thank you. God. Right. Okay, now I can actually see the dice rolls. Okay.
Derek, that's you. You dick.
Derek, are you muted?
Yes, I'm muted.
Okay, he was muted. There we go.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. As well, to answer you, I think that's my first encounter with his kind. So it's still new to me. That's why I'm asking the same question. If such things had happened before. But maybe Bucket has more answers about that. I don't know if we're allowed to ask questions to him.
I'll say for the most part, like, because he's not around, they're clearly, like, every so often you'll see like a familiar head, like they're doing a patrol. And one of them comes back, and like, so Ramas will come back going, "The dwarves are still out there. We are trying to keep our eyes back, but they seem to be still hunting us." And Bucket never seems to show up. Mostly because I don't want him to spill his own. It's not my place to play his play out his lore. I will say though, while you're like having your little conversation, Derek, can I get you know what? You don't even need to roll for this. A moment passes where silence takes all of you. You hold the bowl of whatever the hell Shay made in your hands, feeling the heat basically be the only warmth of this dull, dank, dry cave. And in that moment, you hear doot, 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 doot. Hello, Derek.
Hi.
Are you?
Hi.
You're still alive. Okay. I've arrived at your last location, but I'm confused as to how, in Tyr's name, you even arrived at such an altitude. I unfortunately can't meet up with you because there seems to be a dwarven army in the way. You forgot to mention those. We've avoided them for now, but I have retrieved those dwarves that you mentioned. I think it might be best to retreat, though, and the portal, well, you know I can't keep that open for too long despite my best efforts. The aura of this place is very strange, so be sure to take some samples when you return, okay?
I did take a big sample that would keep you busy for the time being.
Right.
But, so we can't retreat. I mean, I don't think we can retreat right now, but we'll try to find a way out.
Okay, buddy, you're costing me spell slots, so I'm gonna go and
Oh, come on, you don't move much.
And as you hear that, the call goes.
Well, at least the dwarves are safe.
We'll say with that news coming in, you're technically the only one that can hear it.
Oh, so I was just talking to
You
myself.
were talking to yourself, basically. Yeah, you could reiterate it if you want, because the message is essentially the stone is basically, if you think about it, the stone has the ability to basically cyclically.
Sending?
Yes, it's basically sending, but it's a less spell slot version. It's more for spell slots being sent to, rather. It's why, like, you can technically use it once, and then you can't. It's more of a receiver after that. Yeah, you need to cast sending on it so that it has a charge, so that you can do it that way. It's basically a walkie-talkie, but with one way. Oh, look, it's Kitsune. Thank you very much for all this bardic inspiration. Where is let's say to at this moment, Nox.
Yes.
You awakened.
I suppose with a groan. With a groan and pain of 1,000 hangovers. Nox slowly gets up. Every part of his body is creaking. He just slowly shambles to the fire, looking about, carrying the tiny, visibly injured toad. But,
I'll give you a bowl of rations.
what's for dinner, Mom?
I took some time while everyone was asleep and combined some dried meat, berries, and vegetables I had to make a stew. It's better than not eating, so.
Where did you get fresh vegetables, out of curiosity?
Dried vegetables.
Dried vegetables? Okay.
Yeah. rehydrate in the stew. You know,
Ah,
boiling
yeah,
water.
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Good. I don't have to take out. I don't have to pull out the emergency rations then.
Oh, your emergency rations? Is this not a good time for that?
Nog just makes a face of what are you, an idiot, and just punches with an elbow to water skins behind his back.
Leave those alone.
That respond with unsettling gurgling.
You keep those corked.
Imagine if Nox just sits down wrong.
It's in all his backpack. Oh no. Okay, I will just move away here.
The suddenly jolts a little and starts looking around.
Where is it?
Where? What?
We're using it as a handle for
The
the
big
tent.
ass stick?
We're using it as a handle for the tent, as a support.
It's just literally the mace is like holding up it's like a large tarp.
Good.
We found uses for it.
See, useful thing.
Yeah, it came in handy.
So, what's up with the lieutenant?
Derek isn't certain. I'm uncertain.
Ugh.
Wait. Yeah.
Where's the rest of the crew?
They are on patrol.
Did I pass out before they left, or
You will have been. They would have helped you in here, and then you would have passed out. So you would have known that they'd technically been around. If you want to be caught up, like they can catch up with what's technically going on.
Yes. I suppose it can be unsaid. We already figured that one out. Now Nox can receive quick rundown of the news and the current situation.
Yeah.
All right, Pandad. We'll say like it gets to around about like hour 6. So unless you guys want to spend any longer, like doing or discussing some things, we can have Panda wake up. But if you have anything in particular you guys want to talk about, from last session or from maybe some fact checking, like the dwarves, for instance, like maybe if you have any questions about that, you might want to do some, investigation. It's all in your hands, guys.
Derek, did you know what language those dwarves were speaking by chance?
Normally they speak a certain dialect of dwarvish, I believe.
And the lieutenant is spinning.
Well, there was a lot of ritualistic chanting going on, but
That was more like of a battle cry more than anything. They were marching to. I remember I succeeded on that roll to understand what kind of chants they were chanting.
Yeah.
And
I remember passing it too with religion, but I couldn't quite make out what it was because I didn't know the language.
But honestly, I'm sorry, I didn't dwell too much into learning other languages.
Well, if any of us could have recognized it, I'd think we'd tell.
Fair
So
enough.
far, it wasn't Elvish, Draconic, or Common.
It wasn't Orcish, so who knows?
Abyssal as well.
It wasn't Gnomish.
You know Abyssal? You know Gnomish?
Well, kind of had to because I studied with the gnomes for how I was initiated to magic, basically.
Your gnome isn't very good.
I know, but I can't say that I know Gnomish, you know. But can they understand that? No. So I can't say that I know that.
You can
I know
read
a
it.
couple of swearings.
You sort
Good
of
morning,
know
Panda.
Oh,
Hello.
hello, sir.
I was gonna offer you food, but you made a pun.
What?
Shay was gonna offer you food, but you made a pun.
Oh, that's fair. That's what I usually get.
How are you feeling?
Well, that hurts a little bit. Little lost on where we're at the moment.
You did lose a lot
How
of
did we
time.
Yeah. How did we get to here?
Derek, would you like to catch him up?
Okay. So we were sent. Do you remember why we were? Okay. Initially, why did we get out of the Hawk's Nest? Do you remember that?
Yes, we're heading to North Camp.
Ah, good. You remember
I
the
remember-
whole march parts with the bog?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember going in the temple through the portal to where we met the dwarves?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That, well, there's a little haziness there. I remember we were talking with the dwarves and then somehow me and Peneneth winded up down below somewhere.
Yeah, we all went down into the cave and we ventured forth because the dwarves couldn't move anymore, so we went out as a scouting squad. And that's where we met a monster that was controlling our minds. And while we were fighting it, Dwagars were coming from the other side and almost caught us if we didn't went into hiding right now.
Can I get an Arcana check from you?
Okay.
Maybe a nature check if you want to test your luck.
Let's check.
But
No, I have the same
same. Okay.
bonus. Yeah. Well,
Continue. I'll update you as we go.
and so we are basically just hiding from the Dwagars because they are in big numbers and we couldn't fight them off. We lost a lot of our resources and energy. For some reason, you started going feral. I don't know if you know something about that.
Let's see, that's where I'm getting a little fuzzy. I
No one's
not
gonna
the
touch the
first
fuzzy.
time.
No one's gonna touch that one. Okay.
No.
I thought about it too, Nox. Don't worry.
Sent you a message, Pengu.
This has happened prior, but I remember a little bit more when it happened before. This time I don't really remember much. I remember bits of running around, and I think Bucket and I got into a little bit of a fight, I think. I don't remember.
Give me give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
No, that's the one. I spent the whole afternoon trying to, and the whole time resting, trying to remember what was the name of the creature we fought, and it was a Balhanoth. That's the tentacle creature that we fought. And I happened to get something out of it. Maybe could be useful for creating a transportation device. Who knows? But that will be very interesting to get.
And I got a 15.
Yeah. I sent you a message. You can embellish that all you like.
So basically, you started going feral on some monsters in the caves. while we were trying to escape, we got ambushed by these same monsters, and yeah, we won. And right now we set up a camp here, trying to regain some forces and think about what happened today. So basically that's what happens when you're angry?
I mean, it doesn't always happen when I'm angry. But it,
Or
You'll-
that's how you handle arguments?
Can I get everybody besides Panda perception check? Actually,
Oh, lovely. My fucking DDD dice broke. Give me a moment.
it's okay. Jesus, was that a natural 20?
Yep. Oh, DDD dice is dead.
Well, okay. Well, since Pengu made the roll, you technically, Pengu, you notice this. Shay doesn't notice shit. When you're talking to Pandad, you can see that his eyes have like a flame in them, and Shay kind of just figures it's the reflection of the fireplace, but it's a much darker color, and it doesn't seem to be watching the light. It's almost like it's like part of Pandad.
Can I make a connection maybe with an investigation check? Is it related to the zone, or did he also get into trouble with zone 2?
I'll say that you. No, there's not much connection there. Not with the zone in particular.
Okay, so it's something
Yeah,
completely unrelated.
It's something completely unrelated. Also, the fact that I have to have this window up, this window open. These things really. Man, I need a fourth monitor. Okay.
I wish I had a third.
Wish.
yeah,
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. So, Pandad's like staring into the fire, recollecting trying to recollect this memory of when he lost time.
Yay, everything fixed. Perception?
Perception, yeah,
Yes.
go for it.
Okay, a moment.
We'll see if Muffin notices the same thing that Angus manages to make. You also notice that, Nux. You notice that there's something. There's not necessarily fire, but some sort of magic that's affecting him.
Pandad, were you cursed before? Seems like you're still affected by something.
I mean,
You're calm now, right?
I feel fine at the moment. My head hurts. I'm pretty sure smashed that into Bucket's face at one point.
Oh, no wonder that bent.
So, you and Bucket got into an altercation?
I think he was trying to calm me down and grabbed me, and yeah, that didn't end too well. I ended up smashing my head into his.
That makes more sense.
This happened years ago. And it wasn't like this that long ago. But I'm wondering if it has to do sort of with my family. And as Pandad's sitting there, like, kind of rubbing his head, trying to alleviate some of the pain he's still feeling. You guys notice that he kind of just starts shrinking a little bit, and the fur starts to kind of retract back in, and he's now in the form of his Goliath.
Oh.
His beard starts growing out of his face as he's kind of just like rubbing his face. He's bald, got 2 dark spirals up on the top of his head, and you can see some looks like burn marks onto his hands. I guess the rest of his arms are probably covered up, but they look like they're going up his arms.
Oh, that's a nifty trick.
Lieutenant?
Benedict's not the only one that has shape-changing abilities.
Lieutenant, were you not always a bear?
I'll say Panda probably doesn't notice this happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of looks at his hands and it's like,
You will also notice
No.
that the flame in his eyes is dissipated slightly too.
Wait, is this your normal form or was it the bear one?
both?
Wait,
No.
that doesn't answer his question. Both can't be the normal one.
Alright, well,
Are you a were bear?
my family has the power of the beast. Our clan has the power of the beast. It's, not something I talk about too often. My family was killed over this power. And I've kind of been on the run for a long time from them. So I keep my bear form to kind of make sure to not be known. It's not really something that's common around where I come from. So I don't really drop form too much, but I guess it's a little hard for me to keep that form up right now. I'm not... So he just grabs his head. He's still clearly in pain.
I need a Constitution saving throw from Pandad.
No. And he dies. Oof.
As Pandad starts to like claw at his head from the certain pain that he feels, the pressure building up, just like almost kind of like by reflex, he's reaching down and just grabbing the tankard that's filled with the nearest alcohol, and he brings it to his lips and he takes a sip.
You don't think water would be good to drink at a time like this?
Your head, it feels a lot better, Panda.
This works way better for the pain.
That's not good for your kidneys.
I think that's late stage alcoholism.
No.
Water's gross. Fish copulate in it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You were drowned in fish pee.
Derek, technically what he said isn't incorrect.
I wouldn't fall for his tricks. I'm distilling my own water.
Derek, how do you think
at a
fish?
moment.
You know what?
I'm gonna distill my own water.
You're gonna distill your own water?
He's distilling it right now.
Okay, well.
Derek will piss through the combination of sand, coal, and stones.
Derek, you know that there's spells that just allow you to create water, right?
Yes, but I don't have that spell yet.
I could also make holy water for you if you really want.
There's also, you know what? Let him filtrate his own piss.
Why not holy beer?
Yes, no, it's water.
Panda.
Ah.
Yeah.
Granddad thinks about this for a moment, like staring at the man. Actually.
So, do we still call you the panda thing? Or do you have an actual name that we should call you? Or is Pandad just fine?
Well, I mean,
We know his name is.
yeah, I have a document.
Well, I've never heard it. I've only ever heard you referred to as Pandhead.
Well,
Therefore, I assumed that your name was self-given and that you just really liked puns.
Pandad.
Which thus far has proven true.
I'll say this: Pandad's nickname is, self-explanatory. His real name is probably most likely close enough so that when he's called it, he knows what his name is, and slightly different or misspelt to the point where no one can find him. Because there is the element of that.
Let's see. Pandad. Patrick, that's what it is.
that's what most people guess.
Argal.
That's another Shay Bardic inspiration.
Yep, I think that's.
Thank you.
Argal.
May I just drop it real quick? Like, drop the character for like a slight second.
Okay.
I wasn't there in the second session, right? I wasn't here at all.
Right.
The first thing Panda said was his full fucking name.
Yeah.
Argal Pandad Vinomiaga.
Wait,
Yep.
did he?
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah.
Argal Vinomiaga, but people call me Pandad.
He knows. Yeah. That's basically what it was. His note, like this is Muffin's notes finally coming into say.
Oh, dude, I totally don't remember that.
That's why, like, people have been calling, like, Derek's been calling him Argyle and stuff like that too.
Well, because I saw in the ledger.
Yeah.
In the camp.
Yep.
Oh.
I was just after him, and I saw Argyle.
My favorite part about this whole thing is that Shay's character, like Shay, has been going, all these missing people. Who's this Argyle?
I can't find any records on Argyle. I'm right here. I still can't find anything.
Okay.
That's some heavy magic.
Argal's just not used to hearing his name either, so just anytime it's said, just, huh? Somebody say something to me?
Lieutenant, good question. Is that infectious? Will Derek be growing inside soon?
Depends. Did you get scratched?
By you, no. Thankfully not, but by insects, yes. Ooh.
That was a yes to it being infectious.
Hey, so
Well,
taking the piss.
You kind of, I'll say this, Pandad probably knows that it's very unlikely.
Is that what the buckets would be infected too? Or you didn't scratch it?
No. The Pandad, okay, Panda, you know that you essentially know how the form works. You know how your curse works. You know how the infection works.
Yes.
You know the specifics for it, so you can answer that with a heavy no, basically.
Okay.
could be.
Could be.
Just fucking with them.
Yeah, just roll deception.
Rolling inside then.
Where is this? Okay, there it is. Should just know it at this fucking point.
Oh no.
Ah shit.
Oh.
Okay.
For some reason.
And that just says it could be, and just gives him like Garrick like a slight smile.
The scratches that you felt for the last couple of days, they're starting to feel really red. Your mouth's all dry. Your tongue feels like it doesn't belong in your throat, Angus.
Why do I feel like I have a scratch in the back of my neck? Wait.
Alright, I know we're all thinking it, but I'm gonna ask it, okay? Banana slip. Okay. Lieutenant. The Pence situation in the bear form. Is it Goliath or bear?
That's a good question, Nox. Thanks for asking that one.
Why
All
go
there,
for
baby.
such vulgar?
Yeah, I know you were thinking about it.
Come on, Derek. Don't fucking shy away from the real questions. You're a scholar. You should want to know this.
No.
Do-do-do-do.
Domains.
Do-do-do-do.
What a great point.
This is really important.
I throw the puzzle all the way to the other side of the room.
Okay. All right, moving on.
I throw it back next to my backpack in the corner.
It gets to the 7th hour of your long rest. You're reaching the end of it. The patrol comes back every so often. Bucket comes in, he sees Pandad. They go off into one corner, and they look like they have a rather heart-to-heart chat. Before that, though, Pandad seems to like issue him an order, and Bucket goes, "Yes, of course. Me and the rest of the group, we will watch the back if you are going to go forward." And he takes the powerful barbarian Ruby, and he takes Ramas, and they go to the back of the cave, and they start yanking down that big grate, which is clearly leading to like what you thought was like a mine entrance, but for some reason it just there doesn't seem to be any materials around that kind of signal that. This seems to be like just a hidden, forgotten tunnel that seems to have become a nest for unwanted creatures.
Well, with that exit closed off to the group, we're almost done with our rest. Which way do you think that we should... How do we get ourselves out of this situation? Do we continue back? Do we backtrack and wait for them to leave?
I don't think they will leave their own stronghold.
That is a fair point.
Yeah, especially since we destroyed the first scouts, I think they would reinforce the security of their place. So, unless we are prepared to fight them head on, which is not a good idea with our current forces, because, well, we would have nowhere else to go. Or we can try to move forward, right?
I think that may be our only true option.
Oh, also, Shay, I just want to know, is Peneret going to transform again soon?
Most likely, yeah. It'll probably continue to happen for a time.
Until they become a dragon?
Possibly that may be their final transformation. They may be something more akin to some sort of nature beast. I'm not sure. I'm not a druid. Maybe this is just funny nature magic. I don't know, to be quite frank with you.
There's nothing natural about what's going on.
You see Ruby basically lean over Penedith and start like dabbing like a cold rag on Penny's head. Looking over to Shay, saying, she looks and says, "I'll look after him. You guys scout ahead."
Don't worry, Derek. He'll be transforming soon too.
Oh wait, what? No.
Well, Captain, is that really how that works? You scratch him once and he turns into a bear later?
No, I'm just giving him shit.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, Pangu.
Me? Oh, come on. Okay. Oh yeah. By the way, I have
Okay, yeah.
my constitution back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mhm.
While that happens, Nox will whisper something into his sleeve and let out a crawler to venture forth.
Okay.
Into the opening.
Okay.
Just to check.
You can just shift click it and put it on the other
Yeah.
end.
There's no need to walk fully. Just move forward to see if there's anything out there.
Okay. Well, let's
While everything happens
yeah.
here in the camp.
The crawler. Okay, while you guys are having your conversation, the crawler then starts coming back after about 5 minutes. Hey, boss.
Yes.
Crate's in the way. Can't move.
Good girl. And I reach out with my sleeve to let it back into the hood.
Nox, I've been meaning to ask, do all your animals have human teeth just like Croaker?
Well, yeah.
They live inside your clothes?
Yes.
How many do you have in there?
The croaker just pops up from the horn near my head and goes, "We are many for we are legion." And just sneaks back.
Okay. That's enough questions about magic for me.
I like divine magic. It doesn't scare me.
At least Tyr's straightforward with his judgments. That's just weird.
All right. Okay. So you guys you start gathering your equipment and making good use of your time. Sitting here waiting for Penny to wake up, you might as well explore this unknown cave entrance. This small entrance seems to give way to... It seems very cramped, but according to Croaker, via Nox, there seems to be some sort of blockage. Mostly crates and refuge. Or refuse, sorry, not refuge.
Before we leave, may I do something?
Sure.
I wanna. Are they still like near the grate?
The gate's closed at the current moment, and they're on the other side.
I'm just gonna approach and say, "What do you, hey guys? I'll really appreciate it when you wrap up the camp. You bring my toy with me."
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Much appreciated. There's a promotion for you in the future, soldier.
So,
Nox, don't promise them things you can't give.
As you guys,
yeah, I can. I'm a sergeant. I can make him corporal.
As you guys make your way into the cave, you find it getting closer and cramped. So, who's going first? What's the march order?
I think out of the current grouping, if we want to go stealthy, I shouldn't be first. However, if we don't care about stealth and just want protection up front, either myself or Argyle.
Okay. Well,
I suggest Derek. He's the slickiest boy.
Oh yeah, did you? Oh, good question. Did you spend the long rest removing the oil, Derek?
Yeah, I had. I mean, I always carry some towels with me.
Okay. Those towels are completely ruined, but yeah.
Yeah, with a heavy heart, I have to leave them here.
Okay.
We can use them for torches.
That's true. That's true.
You can take them. You can take them.
You get 2 towels of really slick and greasy muck and the oil. If you want to spend a couple hours squeezing them into a vial to make a really bad alchemist fire, go right ahead.
No, I'll just go thank you, and as we leave, I will throw them into the fire.
There's a lot of smoke coming from that fire.
No, I'm leaving.
And that's how we died.
Yep, that's how Peneneth got smoker's cough.
Derek, go on.
Back,
try to
all the
handle
rest
it.
of the crew's just knocked out.
Yeah. Everyone's got carbon
Oh, you smoked
dioxide.
him out.
Oh, yeah, medic. I just need to do this.
Okay, yep. What are you doing?
74.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. As you descend, who's coming first then? Who's? Give me the give me the march order. Give me the march order, just so we know.
Stealth and protection.
I
It's-
need a torch.
I'm going for first.
All right. Well,
I'm using a torch.
With him
anyway,
going-
so
Okay.
Yeah,
So
well,
who's
fuck it.
got light sources?
me.
I'm gonna use a torch too.
Okay. So 2 light sources. Cool.
yeah, Shay's not using a light source. Fuck that.
You notice that the as you come into this cavern, the walls get closer and closer and closer. You guys feel like you're like almost sharing the same space until you come to a wall of what looks like crates and bits of like discarded wood.
Are any of these crates still in decent condition and can be opened?
It looks like they can be, yeah.
Shay's going to take an attempt to pry open the nearest crate and peek what's inside.
As you look, there are almost a musky, dry fungus is growing inside of this crate. I would need you to roll give me a perception check. Yeah, we'll bake it down to perception.
Of course.
Argal, can you please just stand a little bit back? It's just hard for me to
25.
breathe.
Just breathing heavily.
Yeah, you
down
guys,
there. It's
you're just like are all that dry throat is coming back. All right, with 25, okay. As you look in, you can see like what looks like stalks, dried out bits of like some of it seems like rotten, some of it seems dried out. It seems like apples that have gone off.
Oh, so this was like old food that they had stored.
So we're raiding the pantry now.
Well, I didn't expect it to be food. I was just kind of curious as to what was inside, but it looks like it's old produce gone bad.
If you you want to check another one?
Yeah, Shay will check one of the ones closer to the entrance, like right over here.
Okay, as you pull one of the chests off the thing, you open it up again. There seems to be yet again more kind of like things. These are like tools, clearly rusted. They've been here for years. As you pick them up, like the handle, the wood just seems to fade. Even the boxes themselves seem to be just dried out and hollow. Like they make this crisp noise as you pull them out. This cave has been dry and pretty good for storing things, but it's just been so long that most of the stuff is either molded over slightly or died.
Are they piled up to the ceiling or not?
There are some gaps, but yes.
Okay, so I can see that can I see through the gaps if there's many more crates in front of us, or
there seems to be like
just
at
a single
least
line?
about 20 feet of crates.
Well, nothing in here seems usable considering it's been forgotten for so long, but we could just... Thankfully, the boxes aren't very sturdy at this point.
No, you like even picking them up, they seem to like fold in on each other.
I guess Nox is pulling out his club.
Okay.
From his well, let's get to smashing.
Shay is going to grab her heavy mace and I suppose begin smashing.
As your
pieces
commander speaks up suddenly from behind.
Do we want to smash all these crates or just move them out of the way? I don't know if we want to make that much noise.
Well, that's a Shay's gonna put her weapon back on her hip. It's a decent point.
How much intelligence does Pandad have? The smartest guy of the group.
I don't have a say, right?
And Nox is like just like pissed, like really mad because he's never used his club.
Don't worry, Nox. I'm sure you can break one box.
I'll break plenty if I'm get to carry it.
Didn't we say that we're going for stealth?
No.
No one ever gave me a proper
I will try to get one of the boxes. Strength check.
I will say this: if you guys want to roll strength check to move the boxes out of the way, it'll take you about an hour to move the stuff out of the way. If you want to like just smash through it and make some noise, you can do that too. It's up to you. There's like a lot of boxes. Some of the stuff has like contents in it that you are almost sure is like rations that have just gone off, moldy, rotten.
You know, Nox, thinking about it, we
Desiccated.
probably don't want to smash these because I know, like, rations, tools, some of these could be volatile ingredients that were forgotten about.
Sure. We might as well shake a couple of them to see if there's something worth the shit in them.
I also
Actually,
have a lot
could
of
we
strength, so.
could we do this while Nox and I are moving the crates that Derek and Pandad are sifting through them while we're clearing a path for this like next in-game hour?
Okay, sure. Yep, that's fine. We can do that.
Alright.
Okay.
So strength checks from Nox and myself, I suppose?
You can roll with advantage or roll separately. It's up to you.
Okay.
Should I roll strength?
Well, like, if you want to do that,
I would
pick.
We can move in three people.
And I can
and
watch.
Derek is just sifting because there's.
Yeah, sure, okay.
I'm not trusting Derek with manual labor.
I mean,
advantage.
disadvantage.
You get a cushy office job.
Intellectual one.
All right, I'll say this: one of you can roll, and whatever your strength check is, just take the highest, and we'll use that, and you can roll it with advantage.
All right. I've got a 13 plus 3 to strength. I mean.
I have +5.
Okay, well I guess
plus 4.
+5.
Okay, we're all pretty strong.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
It takes you longer than you.
Oh wait, we get advantage. Hold on.
Okay, come on.
Do better.
Do better.
Man, can I try that for myself just to see?
Yeah, I mean, go for it. Go for it. Okay.
Not better by 1.
Oh God.
Why?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. It takes you a lot longer. Mostly because you guys are trying your best to try not make noise and just like move the crates out of the way so that you can create like a little tunnel for you guys to go through. And in doing so, you just end up making more mess. The crates fall apart. Literally, you're just you're trying your best to not ruin things, but they just end up like collapsing. Is it due to your inability to do it skillfully, or is it just because of all the age of the wood? You're not quite sure. Only you can really predict that answer. I'll let Tyr decide that. It does take you about like an hour though before you clear the you clear the hallway.
After huffing like and dealing with dropping the last box, watching it fucking crumble on the ground, Nox was just with their quality, we could have just walked straight through them.
I know.
I wouldn't. I mean, I couldn't.
Of course you couldn't. You can't walk through shit.
Wow. Such fire tonight.
Too bad, right? Right.
All right. As you enter this more open area, you can see that the walls here are clearly more sculpted. The cavern is shaped in such a way that there's some natural forming, and then there's clearly some dwarven work. The roof above you seems to echo with stalactites. I think stalactites, right? They come down.
Stalagmites.
Stalagmites. No, but stalactites and stalagmites, right?
Stalactites go up. Stalagmites might fall.
Right. Okay. Well, stalagmites then. Above you, like dripping down. Clearly, some water or perspiration is forming on this cave. You can see a doorway that seems to be blocked, and clearly like boarded up, and pretty well too. Yet again, though, with the amount of wood that has been down here for so long, you can see like bits of warped metal, rusted, like what looks like poles have been just jammed into the doors. And then you can also see further away from you what looks like a location that just leads off down into the right.
So is this like some sort of decrepit door right here?
Yeah, that's the door that I was describing. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Shay's going to walk up to said door and kind of press her ear against it, trying to listen to anything that might be on the other side.
Can I get a perception check?
Of course.
While that happens, I'm gonna send the crawler from my sleeve into the furthest corner.
Okay.
While hugging the wall.
You can see as your ear goes close to the door and you listen against the hollowish wood, you can feel like the door is made of stone, but it seems to hum. You can see like flickers of blue through like what looks like holes and dropped off bits of speckled stone, which seems to come through the cracks in the actual what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Brickwork? I'll just say brickwork.
Okay. Oh, masonry?
Masonry, thank you. That's the word. Thank you. You can see like a glowing blue form. As Croaker slips down the hallway, you can see yet again familiar crates, desiccated bits of rubble, and basically just more fodder that seems to be like a pain in the ass to move out of the way.
Derek, there might be something on the other end of this door that you'd be interested in. It's glowing and bluish.
I'll also say this, Nox, before we continue. Do you want the Croaker to crawl over the boxes, or do you want to wait?
Well, we're gonna wait a little.
Okay, so Croaker just sits here, like, huffing, like,
not being pleased about more boxes.
This fucking upset boss tonight.
You have to climb.
Look, Dan.
What's that, Derek?
I'll actually take a closer look. Which, what are you talking about?
Shay's gonna step aside and point out basically inform Derek about the information that she gathered from the door.
Okay. Investigation check?
Yeah. Just need to see. Plus 7. Let's go.
This is also not related to Newt Hartley, so.
25.
Okay. That's a big door.
No.
You don't fucking say.
You could say, I'll say this, with your 25, that door doesn't look like it's going to be opened anytime soon unless you really apply yourself. But with your investigation check, you've noticed that there are some weak structural segments of this door that you could maybe point out to said stronger players and give it a big old whack.
While they investigate, I wish to approach Lieutenant for a question.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant, I have a... I want to say kind of personal question. Would you say your curse is more beneficial, or is it more of a hindrance to you?
beneficial, I guess, in a sense.
What's
Get the
that?
power of a bear. Useful for fighting other clans, usually. But that's... Yeah, it's been years. I don't know. Decades.
Any downsides to it?
You can't fit in
People look at you
closets.
weird.
You seem to enjoy an occasional headache.
I mean, it doesn't give me a headache normally. I think it's mostly because of smashing my head into a bucket.
Whatever floats your boat, Lieutenant.
As
I'm asking purely because if you want to lose it or not. Should we?
No. It is it's a rite of passage in my clan. In a sense.
Different strokes, I guess.
Shay, I think we can maybe enforce this door if you apply a little bit more force on this side of the door.
You
But
want to
I think it would.
force the door?
I mean, that's a door that can't be opened in a normal. I mean, that can't be opened in a normal way. But can be destroyed, I guess. Some
Oh,
sort.
not. Oh, and you don't mean enforce. You mean destroy.
Destroyed. Yes.
Well, I mean, I suppose we could do that,
But
or
that would be a little bit. I mean, we already did so much noise with the.
Do we hear the conversation?
yeah, well, yeah, they're standing like literally 5 feet away from you.
I don't think breaking down this door would be the smartest idea just yet. We've not necessarily met down a dead end.
It's just that me and Lieutenant are essentially in a run-up position for the door at the point.
You guys gonna just go? You gonna roll for a strength check? I'll say you can. Somebody can do that with this advantage. Pandad, if you want to do that, because you got the highest strength, I guess you can do it. He's just
We're
literally
breaking
gonna.
down the door, then.
Yeah. Well, apparently.
I mean, we don't have to.
I'm just offering because it will be hilarious. But
Did you hear anything on the other side? Sure.
So it can be broken. Just from the back.
I mean, I heard the stone humming, and
Well.
there was. It's a little.
I'll say this. Derek kind of points out, like he can point out the fact that it's a door, which means it goes somewhere.
Thanks,
Derek.
look at Nox and be like, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Yay! 3, 2, 1. Let's fail together, Lieutenant.
Ooh, 2 3s.
Okay.
Oh no!
8.
Wait, it was my tree,
I've
not
rolled
yours.
4, 5, 3s now.
Okay. That's not bad. As you hit the wall, you hurt your shoulder just as Nox. You go, the door's not as weak as I thought it was, and then Nox just comes flying in and elbows the door as it crumbles. The both of you, I need dexterity saving throws.
What are they? Why?
Derek, I don't know anymore. Sometimes we just follow orders.
Well, there goes our stealth approach, I guess.
You both manage to like stop yourselves from falling in, as the door crumbles away and opens up. The debris kind of spills over the floor, and revealing the room. As you guys enter it, you notice
Hey, Derek, that looks like magic, right?
a large statue
Let me touch it.
and a ball of blue. It's not electrical, even though this is the asset that we're using. It seems to be a glowing blue, aura of white mist around it.
What are you saying? Oh no, about Derek? What's wrong?
It's a
statue.
It's a statue.
It's a statue.
It's a statue.
Hey, I have those same slippers.
Oh.
I'm gonna let out a small whistle for the crawler to.
Okay.
get
Those are some
as-
comfy looking slippers.
Okay, Croaker comes back. Mhm.
Hey, look, I have the same clothes.
It's freaky. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is.
I wonder if
Okay. Is someone inspecting the statue?
yeah, actually, I'd like to inspect the statue.
The statue is of a dark-haired woman with her eyes closed and head bowed. You're not quite sure, but you think the pose signifies that the sculptor has reverence for the figure. It is carved from a softer rock. Touching it feels cool, and as you look closer, the surface resembles ice, though it doesn't seem to melt or behave like ice.
Are the statues here representing nude hearts or?
These are basically, they look dwarven. They're not dragons. We don't have any dwarven statues. So just these two statues are shielded shield guards who are clearly dwarfs. And they're clearly, the scale is a little up. They don't look like dwarves, but they have the huskiness of dwarves. You will notice that there are 6 mirrors littering each of the walls, 2 on each side, I think. Yeah, and each one of them is dull, almost. So we'll take it from whoever wants to do something. Shay, you touch the statue. Anybody else want to do something else?
I would approach the.
Can I?
Okay, wait.
Let me just do it in advance. Can I do a small perception check as the rubble calms down, if there are any commotion outside?
Sure, go for it. Go for it. Mm-hmm.
I think it will be beneficial for all of us. Look at me hearing absolutely nothing.
You hear what seemed after like the last like metal pole goes. Silence. Just the whistle of wind and a breeze from some vent on the cave.
After that, Nox will just come in and go, okay, we didn't wake up the neighbors.
We may not have waken up the neighbors, but we found some funny stuff in here.
Okay.
Like the funny ice statue.
Who's next? Who's doing what? Jay?
Pangu wanted to do
Pangu, you guys can do pick. It's whoever wants to take next, basically. Pangu, what do you want to do?
I would approach the lightning orb, or
it's basic. Think of it as a glass orb that has a mist of like cold air surrounding it.
It must be magic, right? I mean, I don't even need to do a roll for that.
Oh yes, there is. You recognize a fraction of the magic of the object that you're staring at.
It's a metal, right?
It could be, might be. You're not entirely sure.
Is there like a scroll on it, or is that supposed to be
there
decoration?
is a scroll, yes, in front. Yeah.
Well, I read the scroll.
It's in Dwarvish.
Shit. Well, I will just walk at the scroll for now.
Okay.
We'll definitely need someone who knows Dwarvish.
Yeah.
But I would also inspect the orb a little bit closer.
Okay.
Does it depict
Are you
like
touching
a
it?
place?
Are you gonna pick it up?
No.
You're not touching it.
Not touching it yet.
Okay. How close are you getting to it?
Roll for
As
static
close I would
electricity.
go to my monitor.
Okay.
Did you mention that it's Dwarvish?
Did you? Oh yeah. Well.
I know somebody who knows Dwarvish.
Wait. But we don't have anyone in our group who knows Dwarvish.
I do.
No. You do know Dwarvish?
One of my languages. Common, Giant, and Dwarvish.
You've known Dwarvish this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
But why didn't you tell us? Wait.
He wasn't here last week.
Okay, that explains it. Okay.
I was trying to say that earlier. Like, when I came up to the fire, like, you guys heard what?
Yeah.
I wanna place the squeaker on top of the statue.
Okay. The squeaker sits on top of the statue. Where is this? Where is it sitting on top of the statue?
I'm trying to figure out. But basically, I would like to squeaker to investigate this thing out of curiosity.
Okay.
While clutching in one of the paws the little bell it held to see.
Okay.
Because are there any correlation between the bell and the statue?
No correlation.
No, it's still gonna hold. But basically, I wanted to crawl on the places where it can nest to have like vision over the door.
Okay. All right, Pandad, you know Dwarvish. Are you let's just assume that Derek knows or doesn't or now knows that Pandad knows Dwarvish. Sorry, god damn it.
Okay, then I would give him the scroll.
Okay. As you hand him the scroll, do you want to read it? No. I pocket the yeah.
Yeah, I just put it in my pocket and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Just walk away.
I see the classic early sessions maneuver of picking up literature without touching and reading it, without letting anyone know the contents.
Oh no, not again.
I'll read it.
Give me an investigation check. Your Dwarvish is kind of it's been a while since you've used it. At least reading it. You speak it more fluently than you do thinking.
I know kitchen Dwarvish, got
it. Yeah. All right. As you like brush your head, trying to think about like the Dwarvish scripture that you've read before, probably dirty limericks, all that kind of stuff. What you seem to get the idea of is that it basically reads, in order to remember the dwarves who fought on that day, we must remember their image and try to portray.
Yeah, I'll tell Derek that this is what the scroll says.
I can send you a message.
Okay.
Okay.
You poke. All right. Okay. As you poke the orb, you freeze. Not because it takes effect of you, but all the mirrors light up slightly. And each of the mirrors seems to have like a glow to it, like a familiar mist that seems to surround it.
I guess that's the bedtime to say that I've been in front of one of the mirrors.
Congratulations.
You'll notice like some of them seem to have like cracks, like some of the mirrors seem to be damaged. If you guys want, like, yeah, so, I mean, you could technically mend them if you want to. So as you touch the orb, though, you're hit with a wave of magic, something you've never felt before. Like you were almost certain that this orb is important. It's clearly powering something, and as you touched it and watched the whole shrine seem to light up, you figured that that's what it must be. You're not entirely sold on the idea of this being a mythal, but it sure behaves like one of the other stones that you're familiar with.
Wait, so the mirrors just went kind of like missed?
As you touched it, all the mirrors glowed. They to put it in a better term, they looked like they turned on.
Okay, but they can still reflect our
do you want to look into the mirrors? You don't see from where you guys are standing. The only person who can see something right now is Nox. Nox, you want you are standing in front. You are standing in front of a cracked mirror.
after getting startled by the technology, I suppose I'm gonna roll perception to peer into the mirror.
Yep, go for it.
So, it is perception, right? Or is this insight?
No, it is.
It's the same roll for me. It's just.
Yep, it's perception. It's perception.
Yeah.
You look into the mirror. For a moment, you feel yourself, your body basically taking shape in front of you, like you're staring at the back of your own head. For a moment, you then are jarringly like yanked back to yourself. You're not sure if it's because the mirror is itself cracked that you can't see into it. It just seems like a try to think of it as like a damaged monitor. Like it works, but it's like it's not showing what it's meant to be showing.
Yeesh. That's feeling a bit lightheaded.
Like, what did you see?
You okay there, Knox?
Well, the cracked mirror I've been standing in front of suddenly pulled me slightly in itself by some sort of illusion. Who's been touching things?
Shay will instantly point at Derek.
Well, whatever this is, it's operational.
Is it, wait, after I touched it, it's still glowing, right?
It is glowing. It's you have disturbed its idle state.
Oh, so I basically turned on the phone. Okay.
So, which mirrors aren't cracked?
You'll have to go and look.
Okay, well, Shay is going to approach these two mirrors over here.
Mm-hmm.
And,
okay, as you stand in front of the mirrors, you notice, do a perception check first. Yeah.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
22.
22. Okay. Let me just check. Okay, so you stare into the mirror. For a moment, you see yourself once more in front of yourself, staring at the back of your head. Only then do you see the mirror seem to shimmer, ice, mist coming forward from it, enveloping you. And then in a second, you see a dwarf with big ginger beard and 2 axes on his shoulders, posing. He's got both. Basically, he's holding both weapons on his shoulders, and he seems to be smiling as if someone's taking his portrait.
I think this is some form of memorial
Of past heroes, I believe. Well, from what the scroll said, it says. I mean, it's just a commemorating art piece for each of the dwarves that fought in a war for this woman.
for the statue lady.
Yeah.
The sculpture. Well, this one is a bearded dwarf with 2 axes on his shoulders, and with that, she's going to look into the one on the other side of her to see if it has anything different on, like in it.
As you do that, the yet again the same thing happens. You take a look, and you see the back of your head. Only then to feel the mist transcend you from that location, almost. Only then to see another dwarf. This one, jet black beard, shorter, and he's giving a thumbs up.
Is there a name anywhere in this?
Doesn't seem to have any names.
portrait?
Doesn't seem to have any names.
This is the Kickstarter backers of this tomb.
Oh. Oh god. Okay. Derek, did the scroll say anything different?
I point at Argyle. He told me everything.
Argyle, what exactly did it say?
What was it again?
Okay, I'll tell you this. With your investigation check, let me see. Let me just give it a quick thingy. Yeah, there we go. So this is what happens when I have notes that are all on the one pad. So wait a minute. Wait. In order to remember the dwarves who fought on that day so many years ago, we must remember to portray them.
So, we see more than one, right?
There are 6 in this room.
Each mirror has a unique one.
Can I check this one then?
Okay. As you do, you see what looks like a really like curly eyebrowed dwarf who is looking at you, and he's got one eye closed like he's winking at you.
Wait, why am I getting hit on while the others are just getting thumbs up? Okay, that's weird. There must be
this one.
Okay. As you do, you see what looks like a dwarf. His eyes are sunken in his skull, kind of, and he's got what looks like a sad face, like his face, like he's not smiling.
You wanna go with this one? And the last one is
Yeah, okay. You want to look at the last one?
no, there is one that is cracked, but we need to repair it, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to repair it, you can repair it. You have mending technically, right? Shay?
Yeah,
Shay's got
Of
mending.
course. Shay has mending.
Okay. This last one. You can see this, yet again, you stare at the mirror. You see the back of your head. Mist seems to pour out from it. And then you see a dwarf with, who seems to be giving, like, a weird thrusting motion. Like, he's mid-thrust.
Of course. Shay is going to cast mending on the mirror that Nox first looked in and try to repair its functionality.
How long does that one take?
Mending is, if I'm not mistaken, just an action.
Just an action?
No, it's 1 minute, I think.
Takes a minute? Okay. So,
let me...
do you guys want to wait the minute for Shay to fix this, or do you want to,
Yeah, cast a time 1 minute.
Yes.
I can't want to investigate the statue some more.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I wasn't here for the initial touching and grabbing.
Okay.
And I see Croaker being, Squeaker being very, very comfortable on it.
Okay.
I suppose almost enjoying the coolness of it.
Yeah, the statue does seem like softer rock.
Softer rock.
Like it's, but it's clearly carved and like a beautiful workmanship. Whoever crafted this clearly spent a lot of time on it to try and perfect it.
Almost the dwarves.
I suppose I'm thinking rolling Arcana to see if it's magical or not. Does it have any sort of?
Yeah, go for it. Does the other two guys want to do anything while Nox is looking at the thing and Shay is doing the other thing?
In front of me is the dwarf with the 2 weapons on their shoulders.
Yes.
Can I imitate the pose?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, Nox. It's not magical in nature. There's no magic attached to this statue. Not that you know of, anyway. You can't recognize the stone. But you do realize that most dwarves are very familiar with like their own stonework. They do a lot of like chemical stuff to it. You've hung around with your weird dwarven friends a lot, so you know that sometimes their secrets when it comes to stone carving is very kept into the like families only kind of thing.
Fair enough. And
just as Pandad starts to imitate the portrait, everybody. Which one is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no.
We did. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Give me a second. I think it's this one. Check. I gotta do some funky stuff.
At least he's not summoning the curse of thrusting.
That's true.
Yeah.
Watch your back. I mean, literally.
Watch your back. Yeah, okay, it's this one, I think, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Yes. Okay. So.
Where'd I go?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You see? Are you currently seeing what I'm telling you to see?
Yes. A mountain peak with dwarven fire.
As
Yes,
you
okay.
peer
Well,
into.
I don't see those two
I don't see it.
things on your screen.
Oh, I see.
You see? You see now?
Yeah.
I only see the scape, not the creatures.
Okay. Well, let me.
I don't know if we're supposed to see the creatures.
Can you just bring your guy over here?
I don't see anything.
Bring your.
Okay. It's
Bring-
just the other side.
Jugs.
Yeah, it's just here. It's just literally over here, right? Literally, it's over here. Bring him
Do
over.
I bring my character?
Yeah, just bring
Yeah,
him over
just-
here for now. You're not teleported here, but you needed to see the fucking thing, and I didn't set that up.
Okay,
It's okay, but basically, as you look into the mirror, you suddenly feel like your presence is taken from that room, and you are presented to this cold, nightmarish frost blizzard. As you see these large creatures aching and twirling towards the dwarf that you saw before with the 2 axes standing in front of you, casks of oil surrounding him. The image plays out in your head. The dwarf known as Devarik sits atop a bunch of spilled barrels, each marked with familiar symbols. Can I get a DC check? I need a history check. History, investigation. This is for everybody, by the way, because you basically all see this as you step into it.
So history, investigation.
Investigation, or like something that kind of resembles you trying to recognize a symbol. So if you want to bullshit me with some history or some thinking like that, go for it.
19.
Perception.
8.
The symbol.
I'm going with investigation.
Okay. The symbol. The symbol is a big red blood drop, which some of you can correlate to a familiar symbol that you've seen before. Although it has changed over many years, you're not entirely sure, but this was probably what the original version of this cask was. The panting dwarf kicks off the last barrel, waiting for these large tree-seeded creatures to take him, as he finally throws a torch into a puddle of red ruby liquid. As the frost, as the snow basically then takes and envelops him in flame, and in that moment you're then brought straight back to the room, and dead. Let me just do this real quick. this real quick.
Bandit comes back. He's. Did everybody else see that?
Shay's still casting her little spell. A little stunned, but
That broke your concentration, by the way, so you'll have to start again.
technically it's an instant spell. It doesn't actually.
No, it
takes
takes
a minute to cast, but the effect is
I know.
instantaneous.
Yeah, but your minute to cast it.
It was halfway done, Argyle.
I'm gonna let Shay finish, but I'm going for the sad one.
The sad one? That's over here. That's the last one.
here.
Okay,
The sad one
I will
was
be
over
right
here.
back. I'm going to grab watermelon. 'cause
Okay,
this
yeah,
is
go
the-
do that. Go do that. Fair enough. Okay, as Nox doesn't even wait a moment. He just goes
No,
up.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna just see the. Is
Okay.
Panda still holding the pose in front of the guy?
No, he's probably broken the pose as the minute pat. Like, it was basically as soon as he looked into it, it broke. It's literally like 10 seconds.
Okay, so I'm basically just how'd you do that? I'm more than sure that no one paid attention to what Panda was doing.
Well, I mean, everyone would have now paid attention because everybody saw the vision.
Yeah. How'd you do that?
I just copied the pose that's in this image. I'm assuming that that's what we're doing, considering the scroll basically said to copy poses.
Ah.
Said, what was it? Now I can't even fucking remember what the words were.
I can basically tell you.
Copy the image. Or
Yeah,
something.
it was basically in order to remember those who fought in that war, fought in the war or fight or whatever the heck it was. We need to remember in order to betray them.
So you gotta betray the image.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to just take a quick looks back to see if Shay's finished with the last mirror.
Well, considering she's getting watermelon, she's not finished yet.
I'm back.
Okay, there we go. She's finished.
Okay.
You finished the okay. As you finish the incantation, Marcy. Not only do you not see a dwarf as you finished repairing it, but it just it almost completes the circuit as you finish mending it. And let me just do this really quickly. I need you guys over here.
I see. Yes.
You see it? You see it?
Okay.
You see it? Okay. Martin, thank you very much for the points. Yeah, bring somebody so you guys can see. As you see, as you end up fixing the crack in the glass, you see what looks like an image of a slightly well-shaved dwarf. And one of the other smaller dwarfs looks at him and says, Alder, Jadal's in the valley. He's brought his corruption with him. He can't take our lands without a fight. They're coming and we can't stop them. We have to hold them back as long as we can and let the others get. And then just, you can see the form is just suddenly dissipate once more as you return to the room.
How old are these? Also, Nox will just turn around and go, I can't do this one. I don't have a face. I don't have the facial features to do the sad face.
It's just a dragon snout. You're like trying to do a sad face. Yeah.
I'm afraid that if I go there, it activates the magic.
It'll activate an exact, just like, oh.
Nox, do you say that in character, Nox?
Yeah, I'm saying that in character.
Fine, I'll go off and do the sad one.
Okay.
I'm going to thrust.
Okay, who's doing what first?
Shay is, let's go with thrust first.
We'll go with thrust first. Okay, cool. I don't actually have one for thrusting. I do have a story. I don't have a set piece for the thrusting one. Okay. Nox, as you look into the mirror, you see yourself transported once more to the cold, desolate mountain. You look around and you can only see other dwarves looking shoulder to shoulder, staring off as the valley seems to fill itself with corrupted treants. The valley then, the valley basically then being that familiar corruption of the zone that you're now familiar with. They seem to clear the way suddenly as a dark-haired woman approaches, and then is then taken up and then led up to the mountain. And then you come back to the room.
The same dark old woman like the statue?
You recognize that is the same dark-haired woman, yes.
Just mild caution now.
So, okay, I'm trying to understand exactly what happened in this, the thrusting vision, I guess.
The valley is
was
by corruption and tree ants, and the dark-haired and appearance of dark-haired woman basically slightly dissipated them as she went into the valley. As I see,
she was she was coming from the valley where the tree ants were coming, and she was being led up the mountain by some of the dwarves, as remnants of the dwarven army held the line to hold back the corruption.
Okay.
Okay, so she was being reinforced by the dwarves and not against the dwarves.
Not against them, no. They seem to revere her almost.
Okay, that's the vibe I got. I just have to make sure of that.
Yep, no, that's fair. If you have a question, answer it. Ask it.
Answer it.
I think that actually answers my question, because I was a little confused by that one, because I thought that the way it was initially described, that the statue of the dark-haired woman was leading the treants up the mountain.
Yeah.
To
I mean, I'll be honest. It would help if you did these in order.
There's a fucking order.
Okay.
But we started with the sad one.
So wait, okay, so who's doing the sad one? Are you going to do the sad one now?
Yeah, Shay will do the sad one, yes.
Okay, fair enough. Guess what?
No set piece?
No, we got a set piece.
Okay.
Am I the only one who got shafted out of the funny scene?
Maybe.
We still have a couple more to go.
Ooh, that's
okay.
far.
Yeah, you might need a player over here.
I don't see it. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
Who takes his? Okay, well, I will do it.
Okay. So as you guys are now once more staring into this image, you are taken to this hilltop. You see the valley below. What looks like a chaotic vision of dwarves and these so-called pre-sown creatures taking and just destroying as much of the livelihood that these dwarves have. You then see the dark-haired woman stood atop the mountain, her hands raised high, the icy winds whipping around her. Her heart pounded with determination as she channeled her magic, the power of snow and ice responding to her every intention. Below her, her home was under attack by a horde of malicious monsters. For days, these grotesque creatures had terrorized the once peaceful kingdom, leaving destruction in their wake. She'd rallied the companions and to protect their home, but now, with her very life at stake, she sought to freeze the monsters and bring an end to the chaos. With a resolute gaze, she began incanting this ancient spell passed down through generations of the sorcerer's bloodline. Her voice resonated with power as the ground trembled beneath her feet. Frost started to form around her, swirling into a tempest. As the spell intensified, The monsters, sensing the threat, however, howled and shrieked in defiance, making their way up the mountain, lunging towards her, but she stood steadfast, her focus unbroken. The ice grew thicker and colder, spreading from her to encompass the entire mountain, freezing everything in its path. But as the monsters were on the precipice of being encased in eternal ice, a shocking betrayal unfolded. Haluth, one of the 7 dwarves, who had always appeared loyal, leaped suddenly toward her and attacked her from behind. His axe slicing through the air, cutting into her back and inflicting a deep wound. As she cried out in pain, her concentration shattered and the spell faltered. The monsters seized the opportunity to escape the grip of this spell. Charging towards the princess, Haluth, breathing heavy, revealed his twisted smile. You hear the voice echo in your, echo. Did you really believe I would let you thwart our plans, princess? The monsters have promised us power beyond imagining. And with that, the dark-haired woman's vision blurred. Tears of betrayal and anguish, collapsing to her knees, clutching her wounded back as the monsters bore down upon her. Their claws extended, their howls filling the air. But even in her weakened state, she refused to submit. With the last ounce of her strength that she possessed, she managed to muster a small shield of ice to protect herself. With that, the monsters clawed and snapped at the barrier, and that's when Snow White had summoned the last remnants of her magic. She unleashed a blizzard that enveloped both the monsters and Haluth, freezing them in an eternal slumber. That's how this mountain had become called the Enchanted Forest. She had once again reclaimed her peaceful kingdom, as it now laid silent and peaceful under Snow White's protection. And as you see her, like the form of this dark-haired lady take ice cocoon almost, then you appear back in the room. And Lou? This real quick. Did he? No, he slashed at her back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit her in the back.
Did everyone see it, right?
Everyone sees them.
Yes, everyone sees them.
So I'm just gonna, after all this, since I'm standing right here, Nox will just reach his hand out, pick Squeaker by like the back of his neck.
Yep.
Put it back in there, with mild reverence and like quick glares at the statue. Just put the Squeaker back into the hood. Like, yeah, we don't do that no more.
I'll say this: with your investigation check, Pengu, for the orb, you begin to realize that the orb is what is technically connecting you all to these mirrors. Its presence.
Its presence can connect us.
Mm-hmm.
Send us visions, right?
Well, not necessarily that, but it's like the presence of the orb is what is basically making you connect to these memories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We still have 2 memories left, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thumbs up and the winking one.
Yes.
What's next?
Wait. So wait. We better do this.
And now we're leaving.
Now we care about doing them in order?
Now, well, I mean,
it actually depicts that story, right?
Yeah, we can piece it together
yeah.
afterwards.
I mean, yeah, so far, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to piece it together now or later, that's up to you guys.
I will wink. I will do the winking.
He's gonna wink. Okay. Wink. Okay. Let me just count real quick. 1, 2, Okay. You see a female, no, sorry. Yeah, no. Two dwarves, and a dark-haired woman. They seem to continue up the mountain. Their pace quickened, clearly, staggered as they reached the first peak of the mountain. One of the red-headed dwarves lets out a growling roar of frustration. You recognize this dwarf. He's the one that was sitting on top of the barrels.
Okay.
That went that set himself alight and tried to take as many as he could with him. This dwarf basically lets out a roar, and then he just says, "You take her up the mountain. I'll buy you some time." And he looks over, staring down at the horde coming up the mountain, and descends back down it. And then you are then pulled back to the room.
Okay. Well, the thumbs up is last, I guess.
Okay, anyone else going to do that, or does it matter at this point?
I believe Pandat is away at the moment, so Shay will go off and do the thumbs up.
Okay, let me just do this real quick, because this is the last one. So, yeah. Over here. A female dwarf urges the dark-haired woman and Davakirk and Haloth to continue on, while she holds the forces back. As they ascend the mountain, she turns, releasing her held breath from her lungs, her hammer loose in her grip as blackened blood oozes from her shoulder, soaking into the metal shaft of her weapon. She takes a tight grip of it and prepares herself, only to release out an echoed shout, and in that moment, charges into the creatures. As the image then fades from your eyes, and you are then pulled back into the room.
Okay.
And with that, you see the lights dim from the area. The mirrors seem to dissipate as each of the memories are played out. You can then... Okay, no, continue. Sorry. Go for it.
Did we hear what I'm assuming is the final one?
Mm-hmm.
Did we hear the dwarven man say the dark old woman's name?
I'll say that you
was that
didn't.
Just narrative?
That was a narrative, but at the same point, this is a story that's been told. The memories are of people who have been there. I will say this, that the woman's name is Snow White. You know it because of the curator of this object has kind of, has taken all these memories and somehow infused them into this object.
Yeah.
Can the orb be moved, or is it?
When you poked it, it went and rolled slightly. Yeah.
Oh.
Are you gonna try to pocket the orb?
I'll say it's not that big either. It's not like a football. It's almost like a pool ball.
Oh, okay. So it's another pearl that I can use, I guess.
It's definitely it's definitely pearl shaped almost. Yeah.
What should I call it? Just sphere.
You could call it this the pearl of snow or something if you like.
Okay.
Snow pearl.
Snow pearl. Yeah.
So this story went in order.
Okay. Yep. Okay, Shay. Yep.
This story went in order from left to right, correct?
You might have to piece that together yourself.
So where I'm standing now.
Yeah, first was the Alder that has been informed that Jadal now in the valley.
Yeah.
And the things
Wasn't that this one?
Going to shit.
Wasn't that this one?
That's the sad one.
That's the sad one.
That's
I
the
assumed
one.
it went from here, here.
Oh, yeah, the sad one was the last. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, so Jadal got into the valley. Then we got them essentially just moving into the. What was that? The Drava Creek?
Davorik. Yeah,
Commanded the group to go forth.
Yeah.
Then we got him dying in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Then I assume it was the dwarvish woman that, while charged
No, the woman died, left them first. Then the Dabrik bought some time for them. No. I mean, in the memory, it showed that a woman left. I mean, bought time first, then Dabrik, then she left Hayluth and Snow.
Yeah. Derek's right. Derek's right on that. The female dwarf urged the dark-haired woman Daverick and Hayluth to continue on.
Okay. Then it was.
Then Hayluth betrayed.
Corrupted trees in the valley, treants in the valley. Then the charging, and the very last one was the Hayluth having a day.
Is the great betrayal of Snow.
The arch traitor, sure.
Yeah.
A hell of a story. Hell of a story. Derek, put the orb up your pocket sleeve. Quick question: can I quickly investigate a mirror?
Sure. It's seems dark.
Detachable.
No, they are actually the frame. If the closer you look, the frame is stone that's carved into the wall, and there is no glass.
Yeah, piss.
What are we gonna do? Steal the mirror?
Might as well be the only way for the orb to operate. So if we took the said one with us, we might be able to show some stuff to people.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could always just tell the tale.
But I would believe.
But I want to show moving
tale.
pictures. We can take money.
Yeah, can the orb be put on the statue, or
Can the orb be put on the statue? Do you want to try that?
I mean, I don't know if it has like a. If she was holding her hand in, I mean, depending on the poster she had.
Okay. Well, I will tell you that the statue, yeah, if you remember, the dark-haired woman, it has her eyes closed with her head bowed. Her hand is technically out.
Well, I put the orb on the statue.
I think we do it.
Okay.
Then I put the orb, yeah.
As you take the orb, you feel the tingle. Only then to place it into the palm of this revered Snow White. In that moment, you hear the statue almost glow, like the stone itself gives off this blue hue. Then you hear a voice of a very raspy, croaky old dwarf. If you have any strength in ye, take this artifact, bring it to her.
Oh boy.
And as the voice echoes out, all you hear is what seems to be like a sigh, like a heavy sigh of resignation.
Add that to the journal, I suppose.
Does Tyr have any input?
Does Tyr have any input? I'll say this. Yeah. Give me a religion check, and give me an investigation check too, Pengus.
What do I do? Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to do, Ox? Are you just staring at the statue? What you doing?
I don't get any advice. I don't get any,
you need to tell me.
I'm gonna consult the crawler then.
Okay, fair enough.
I hate these rolls.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Crawler, you see this shit?
Tear isn't helpful at this moment, but I will say this: as you put the orb down and you put it into the hand, the glowing blue hue seems to give you what looks like almost like a familiar kind of outline. With your 21, you can see what looks like a map on the orb.
So when I hold the pearl, I see a map, right?
No. When it's in the statue, you can see
Oh,
like
okay.
the outline of the map.
And I do recognize that it's Murkwatch.
No, it's not. No. It's
Do
The valley.
pen and paper.
it's the enchanted
I have one.
forest. It's the enchanted valley.
Oh, it's Enchanted Valley. Okay.
It looks like a way into the valley from the what looks like here on this map. Like you are familiar, you notice the mountain that you're on. The pearl seems to be some sort of map.
If I take that away from the hand, does the map still show up, or does it disappear?
The map stays.
Oh,
If you put the orb back in the hand, does it play the same message?
well, better try that, I guess.
It does. You hear the you hear the faint echoing sigh as it trails off again.
So, does any sort of hidden compartment open on the statue, or is this orb the artifact?
The orb is the artifact, from what you can gather.
Okay.
Well, then. Seems like a
Do we take it with
princess.
us?
Well,
I guess you're taking it with you.
I guess we
Yeah, I'll
take
I'll
the orb.
I'll take
I'm
the orb,
asking, are we
but-
doing it?
But well,
Are you
we
really
still
going to
have
turn
our
out a side quest?
Am I
May
left?
I intervene that this changes nothing for our current mission?
we still have a mission to do.
We still have.
It doesn't, but we can always pick up side quests.
We already have a bunch.
I will.
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll complete them once we finish the main game.
There's that guy that broke out of jail, right?
There is that guy. Yeah, that would be the pirate adventure that no one wants to do.
I don't want to do piracy.
I voted for both of them. Do the
So-
same shit.
Piracy is illegal.
So, you will
You
notice
wouldn't
though,
download a
you will
car.
notice that for the amount of power that this sorceress seemed to have was something that Jadal was afraid of. And at the end of the day, could make a good ally if she is indeed alive. And with the images and memories that you had witnessed, that is not a pipe dream. It seems like a real, actual thing that could happen. It is something that might make.
Coffee first.
I'll take her out for coffee first. It might enslave her with. Oh no.
Oh god. Uh-oh.
But it does give you like something, a better way to fight this sown corruption than you have been using so far. Oh wait, let me just let that happen. There we go.
No.
You just attacked me.
All right. Okay, Nox, what are you doing now that you've escaped the
I didn't escape. I'm basically just carrying carrying the crawler outside to
Okay.
observe the barricade.
Right. As you come around the corner, you are met with a very familiar hallway, more boxes, etc., all that kind of stuff, and what looks like a hallway that you can edit to real quick. Oop. Oop, there we go. Right.
I'm gonna just place the crawler on the wall near me, so I can quickly skitter on it.
Okay.
Other boxes like ceiling height
They're not
again.
to the ceiling this time. They're clearly like where they put the rest of the boxes because they couldn't stack anymore.
Just check if we have anything to be afraid of.
Croaker goes, "Aye, boss.
Yes.
Spikes in the floor."
Okay. That doesn't sound too good.
Watch your toes. And he just crawls through in between the spikes, going to the other end.
Shay's gonna walk up and test to see if the boxes right here are sturdy enough to actually walk on.
Yeah, give it a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
With disadvantage because you're in full plate.
Okay, that sounds fair. That's 5.
You fall straight through it.
Well, Sarge, you're lucky there aren't any spikes there.
I should have been a bit more specific on how I was specifying, but yeah, no, that's fair.
Then do we get to cracking now?
You muted, Panda?
Sorry, what was the question?
You're the lieutenant.
Lieutenant,
I
we
didn't
get
hear
to
that.
cracking now.
Yeah, I guess. Doesn't seem like there's much in here, so, sir, use your club.
Yeah.
All right, you take your maces out and you start pumping
Okay,
away.
Smash.
Yeah.
Smash the boxes.
You start breaking through them. It's very easy. They're like I said, these clearly this area hasn't been gotten to for quite some time. Like the whole, like you can like almost taste the dust on the floor. Every step you take just seems to just lift up dust, and your ankles and all your armor, every shiny surface. Derek is very upset because he's basically just mopping the floor as he walks with his cloak.
Could you stop?
No.
Derek, perhaps you should wear shorter garments. Like,
We'll have our own uniform, Sergeant. That's fine.
I guess.
I'll say like it takes about 10 minutes of you beating down these boxes before you reach the spikes. And that's when Croaker comes back and goes, "Hey, boss.
Yes.
There's a door over there. And there's a shiny thing over there." And he points to the left and to the right. He that's where he's mentioning the door.
Good girl.
This trap looks already pulled, basically.
Yeah.
Does it have any remains?
No remains.
I can jump face first in it if you want.
I mean, go for it.
There will be some new remains. I don't want to. Suicide is no joke. Call suicide prevention hotline if you're feeling alone and scared.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what Nox said. Do it. He works
Yeah,
there on
remember-
weekends.
Yes. Just suicide. No, I'm working at the suicide hotline.
Yeah.
That's different. It's when you call him and the guy just goes, "Do it."
Oh wow, Jesus. All right. Come on then, you pussies.
Portella, stop listening to us.
I guess Nox will just watch his toes
Okay.
as he steps in between the spikes.
Okay.
While I suppose I will also attempt to kind of hold them up just in case to sense if they will suddenly start moving. You know,
Okay.
like,
Yeah. No.
catch them as
Fair
I
enough.
move.
Dexterity saving throw.
Watch my tail.
Mhm.
Get fucking impaled on everything. Look at me.
Oh, you think you're doing so well until you realize that the spike is very rusty and terrible, and it goes right along the underside of your tail. That's a D6 damage.
Ew.
Mm.
D6.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
Wait,
one
did you
D6.
just,
Do I roll it or not?
Roll for it. Yeah, roll. You roll it.
Yeah.
Roll
For
because you roll low, that's why.
it. I'm being nice.
Now watch the 6.
Hey!
Look at him go.
1 damage. Nice.
Ouch.
So about how tall are these spikes from the
They're
ground?
about as big as the boxes. So technically the boxes aren't there anymore.
Can't you
Okay,
crush
so
them?
the boxes are about, what would you say, 3 feet tall?
About 3 feet tall. Yep.
Okay, well that's not something Shay can just fucking standing jump
You
over.
can. I'll say this: these spikes, they do look rusted, like stuck, almost.
Okay.
Can you like bend them or destroy them by hand?
I mean, you could try to do that if you want to. Also,
Oh no,
Nox.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
Fucking wizards.
I mean, I can just
Sure, I think that-
walk on the
do we
side
think
of the
that-
wall and move on.
Yep. Sure. He does that
Yeah, is
with
the
his.
side of the wall actually a safe spot here?
I mean, it is when you have spider climb.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
I can jump across.
Yeah, that's what I was about to try with Shay.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for it. Your jumping ring will allow it, just for your strength
Is
by itself.
Doesn't
I
Is
think
there
I was
anything on
gonna
the side to
doesn't
lower?
that destroy the crate? No.
Technically, the crate's not really even there at the moment. Like
Yeah.
you guys destroyed the crates.
I destroyed. Okay.
Yeah.
Knock
So that's
smack them
a-
up with there.
That's a 14-foot jump.
Okay, go for it. No, you'll need a roll strength check. Sorry, what were you saying, Panda?
Is there anything on the side to like lower the spikes? I'm guessing. there's
No,
like,
there
lever
there
or
are no
anything.
levers, and there are no not that you can see anyway. Unless you want to try to do an investigation check.
Depends. Shay, you want to try jumping or?
Nah, I got a 13.
Yeah, you manage.
All right,
It's not clean, but you managed to make it to the other end.
Well, so long as I'm not about to take damage, I won't use one of my 4 inspirations that I've
Mhm.
got. Just
Yeah.
sitting on.
Well then.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
Guess we're not going back that way.
I'm gonna do a quick perception check on the on the sign.
Okay.
Well, I suppose it's not the same shape. I think it's more of a plaque on the wall.
It is a plaque on the wall. It's not a wooden sign.
I'm just gonna run my hand across it just to see if it's understandable to me.
Okay.
I can see a little bit. This is perception, right?
Yeah. You want to try and read it? Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt reading it. No, come on, no. Dirty 20.
With your dirty 20, I'll say this. You don't really understand what it says, mostly because you don't know Dwarvish. But you have heard Dwarvish dialects. You've hung out with a bunch of dwarves enough to know that it seems to say something along the lines of let me just find what it actually says and then give you a list. It says here, remember the dwarves who fought on that day, because there are so many few who do now. It's just me now.
That's depressing.
Way to make us depressed.
Well, that's
Yeah,
my
well,
job as the DM.
I will relay the information to the party as I approach them, hobbling around the door.
Nox reads a lot of sad dwarvish poetry.
Is that what he does in his spare time?
Well,
That's very
I'll be.
poor poetry. I mean, they don't even
You should get
Respect.
some too, Sarge.
They don't rhyme. Is
they
that
don't
what?
even respect the basic forms of poetry, of modern poetry.
Oh my god.
What is this?
It's very hard to have hobbies whenever you're babying a party and a child.
Okay, so as you guys look down, you notice.
Doing
Thank you,
stellar
Snow.
job, Sarge.
As you notice, there are multiple layers of these heavy iron, like riveted like sections of these doors.
I look behind me if, in case Argyle and Nox are trying to
Run and charge
run
up.
through them again.
Give us an investigation check. Whoever's wanting to check the door, check these.
Ah, yes.
Are these doors?
They're basically like gates.
Okay. Well,
You can't see a way through them. I will say this though, if give us a okay, whoever's looking at the door, gives a perception check too. You get advantage, Nox, because technically Croker has already seen it.
Then can't see shit.
No, there's too much metal in the way. Anyone else want to do a perception check?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Sure.
My advantage is still below 10.
You just calling Croker a liar, basically.
15.
All right, Panda. You see,
There's nothing shining there.
you see what looks like an axe on a pedestal.
Seems to be an axe over there. Sitting on something.
Son of a bitch. I take that back.
How do we get through here, though?
Perhaps we brute force the gate like we've always done?
I mean, that's one way.
There might be a locking mechanism of some sort.
Are you going to look?
Mm-hmm.
Perception
Yeah,
check?
Not a present.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll help look around for a
Okay.
lock somewhere. That is a 30-20.
Yeah,
15.
there seems to be some sort of mechanism where you can take like one of the metal rungs and then you pull it out of the gate and then lift it, which seems to like have this gate on like a track, so you can lift it up.
Oh, and then you use the rung as a lock.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming that both Shay and Argyle figured this out.
If you wanted to mention it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Shay will explain how it functions to Argyle. So, Argyle, it's you take a rung out, lift the door, and use that rung as a lock along the tracks that it's on. It looks pretty simple.
Sure. Yeah.
Now watch us die to it.
Well, Nox, with that attitude, we're already fucking dead now, aren't we?
Yes.
I don't like it when you agree like that. Please stop.
That's their bickering. I'm gonna open up the next one.
Next one, okay. There's the same lever. It seems to work the exact same way.
Cool.
Yeah, Shay's going to assist with opening the doors.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that.
And I'm going to take a couple of steps back.
Shay, not being a pussy, will walk forward.
Okay. You're at the last gate.
And this is where I die. And Shay is going to begin opening this gate.
Okay. You know what? Dad, what you doing? What are you doing?
Still moving forward.
Assisting? Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You lift the last gate up. It seems to lock in place. Like, and you hear click, then you hear click, then you hear click. You see the pedestal, and you see the axe. I will say this: give me a perception check.
This is
Both.
I think
this
I
is
recognize it already.
this is 2 perception checks. Luckily, you guys are the ones with light
17.
sources. Okay, you see this.
Me too.
You see this axe.
Just standing in the back. You're doing great, guys.
And the axe seems to have what looks like a brown smear across the blade of it.
Ugh.
Argyle, that's the axe that was used to strike down Snow. The funny dark-haired lady, if I'm not mistaken.
That would make sense. Do we see any writing around it? Anything indicating
Shay's gonna
moving
check
it?
the little pedestal.
It just seems to be. It just seems to be, an axe on a plinth with what looks like smeared dried blood on it. No symbols, no nothing.
Hesitant to move it.
You're gonna do what now? Sorry.
I said I'm hesitant to move it.
You're hesitant
or
to move it.
touch
Okay.
it or anything.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Do we see anything else in this room? It's just this room.
It's
the end of
just
thing.
the room, the 3 gates, the axe, and it's not even like displayed. It's almost like it's almost like it's just been dropped there. Like it doesn't even like it doesn't look like it's being displayed at all like fancily. It looks like it's just been dropped there and left there.
Gotcha. What do you think, Shay? We'll leave it?
I'm slightly torn, to be honest with you.
Same.
Derek, would you happen to have a spell that could help us
I'm gonna get him.
see what this item is?
What?
Wanna go get trapped with the crew?
No, we just need him to cast a spell. He's not getting trapped.
Cast a spell? Are you sure?
Can you cast Identify, perhaps?
Oh hell!
I'm a little worried now.
Do one of them darknesses.
Wait.
Derek, do you know how to cast Identify?
No. I can bring that to.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. Okay, let's all hobble here. Let's die together.
If we're all gonna hobble here, and Nox, get your elbow out of my side, damn it.
No.
Fine.
Oh my god. So now
yeah,
I can let me quickly message Bean to notice them to tell her that she's going to be the main character for next session.
He's the only one left.
The axe looks magical or not? I mean,
to
it just
you?
looks like a normal axe.
you know what? Fuck it. Shay will grab the axe.
I need okay, Muffin, I need you to make an investigation check.
Okay.
And also, technically, Muffin, you're here.
Okay. My favorite initiative. Love it.
I need an initiative check from everybody, by the way.
Initiative? Okay.
This is my investigation.
Here's my initiative bonus.
Let's set this up real quick. Okay. Well, that's good.
Wow.
Okay, Pandad's 14, 9, 12,
8, 15.
So Shay, then Pandad, Nox, Angus.
Okay. I get rid of the rest of it now. Alright, here's your turn order.
Yeah, Dad.
Okay, Nox. Unfortunately, it's not your turn, so you can't tell anyone.
Okay.
You feel pressure from behind you.
Uh-oh.
The doors drop. Ding, 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 ding. Who is underneath this? Because they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, let me do that.
It's the most dexterous of boys.
Hey, come on, I'll let you know that I have +2.
I know, right?
Well, Pengus, you take 3d6 damage.
Bring it, I can survive that.
Okay. The worst part is that's the gate.
Why do I get always hit on my tail?
You need to also roll a dexterity saving throw. Muffin, you're technically closer. Close enough.
Yeah.
So how much do I roll that? Or?
Yeah, you can roll it. I'll let you roll it.
3d6, right?
3d6, yeah, please.
I'm rolling inspiration.
You're rolling inspiration. You need 15. You need a 15.
Okay, is it D8, right?
Yeah, it's a D8. Inspiration is D8.
Yay!
9 points of damage to Pengus as he gets caught on the door. Pengus, I'll let you do this. Since you get hit, which side do you want to be on?
I would move back instinctively. So
Okay, so you switch places with you basically move to where Derek and Nox are.
Knocks it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting. Don't worry. I'm getting all of the fun stuff.
Okay.
Back to my level 2 health. Fucky. Why is it always my tail?
Oh my god, you rolled a 1. What is the chances of that? That's horrible. I'm sorry, Muffin.
No, I mean, chances are 1 in 8. So.
I know, but like, Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm back to my level 4 health.
All right, Panda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shay, it says Shay's turn for technically. All right, Shay. Boom.
Hearing the gates that they have thought locked in place slam shut behind her, Shay is going to whip her head around, still holding the axe in hand, and fuck. Derek and Knox, are you guys okay?
No, I'm not. I have a fucking
You
that fell on me.
You hear a grumbling behind you.
Oh.
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 Like the wall. Like the wall is
Oh, moving closer. Oh no.
Shay is going to put the axe back on the pedestal.
Is that it?
Yeah, for now I think.
Okay. All right, Shay. Is that your turn?
You know what? If it doesn't stop the wall, Shay's gonna fully commit and take the fucking axe back. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
And she's going to turn and attempt to lift the gate.
All right. Okay. Give us. Ooh. Are you going to work together with Panda, or are you going to just try doing something by yourself?
That is up to Panda.
Actually, it's up to you, but Panda can say yes or no, because it's technically your turn first. No, not yet.
Well, I would appreciate the help from Panda. However, if he says yes or no, that's up to him. So, Panda, do you have any ideas besides trying to open the gate and getting out?
I mean,
I'll open the gate.
I'll let you guys have 5 seconds, as in 1 sentence each, to talk to each other.
Everyone?
Yeah, sure.
Help!
I would try opening the gate or stop the wall, one of the two.
I think we open the gate.
Okay. I need a decision. Come on.
I'm going for gate.
Okay. So roll for gate then. Strength check.
Are we rolling with advantage because we're helping, or?
I mean, if Panda's helping, you get advantage.
I am helping.
Okay.
Okay.
I would assume we're trying to get the fuck out of here.
Hey, that
You have 6 inspiration. No. You have 7 inspirations, by the way.
Oh, I've got 7 inspirations, dude.
I was kind of hoping. All right, how many rolls are you gonna add?
I'm chucking 2 of them. Please don't fuck me.
Okay.
All right, fucking 7 plus 9.
You manage to pull the gate halfway up.
Ah, shit.
You'll notice that the little like the little lever that you were locked into place, you're fighting against that, and you're basically trying to bend it because it's still locked in place.
Oh shit. Derek, pull out the lever, please.
It's not his turn. So Panda, it's your turn.
That's the end of Shay's turn.
We can't get the lever on our side, right?
Nope, Nick, you can't get it to on your side, no.
Okay. I mean, Pandad's helping hold up the gate. Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do or try to do? Like roll underneath? You still have your movement.
Can I fit underneath?
It's half, so yeah, you could with a little squeeze, especially in this form, right? You're kind of smaller in this form.
Yeah. Can I try to get underneath and then keep holding it from the other side?
Sure, why not? I'll you know what? I don't. That doesn't require that much of a roll. I'd say just because you help with the last one, there's enough space for you to crawl underneath and just use your move, to basically support the other end. But we can say that you switch size.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna do that.
Right?
Gonna be like, Derek, grab the lever.
Right. It's Nox's turn. Nox.
Okay, what are the rods that's been locking the gates? Like, are they stuck or not? Can they be?
They are locked in the wall. Yeah. And what seems to be the case, as soon as they jammed shut, they're still locked in the place where they were segmented. So you'd have to basically lift the whole gate all the way up again just to pull it out. So you're basically fighting like a lot of you're basically just trying to like force a lock open, basically.
Okay. Shay's holding the gate, right?
Yes.
I will quickly dash forward to keep holding the gate, so Shay would be able to
fall under
on the next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. I suppose it's a strength, right?
No, I will say this because Panda's on the other side. It's not a roll. It's just you supporting it and giving somebody assistance for the next roll.
Just to hold it. Derek, get the other gate.
Help!
Help! Derek, it's your turn. Also, Derek, I need an investigation check on your part too, because you're.
Because I'm useless.
No, just because you're the one facing that way. Never mind.
Okay, I just want to know about the gates. Do they look like?
Do they look like they do in Telspar? Is that what you want?
I want to use a spell, but I assume I would know if they could be pushed away.
These are these okay. I'll say this: these are sturdy. Like these are not like broken like bits of metal. This is well crafted, reinforced rivets. You can see the bolts that have basically been like someone's taken like a sharp mining pick and just went dunk, and then they've thrown in the metal rod and then fused each side. These are well designed dwarven gates that you would probably see on most fortresses.
Oh shit. Okay, I have another plan, but I don't think it would. Okay.
Here we go.
Shut up.
Hey! I gave you some really good points to not pick this axe up. Okay, I'm just surprised that you guys did. And also, oh my god, what is that even gonna do? Oh, you know what? That is.
I can't do anything against a gate.
I'll say this: the party is gonna hate you. All right, okay. Are you doing that? Are you doing that?
It's lucky that he's stuck with 3 of us now.
No, but are you doing that, Derek? Is that what Derek is about to do?
I have no other solution.
Okay, fair enough.
I would say.
So you're going to do that. Okay. Shay.
I cast. Wait.
No. No one is paying attention to you, Derek. No one knows what you did. No one.
No. But I actually want them to follow me on that.
Oh. Okay.
No, I don't want to leave them there.
Okay, right. Okay.
No.
Okay, fine. Go for it. Yeah. No, fair enough. Okay, do it. Go do your action. I thought I.
We're busy with your door. I turn, I face the other one, and you hear me scream, "Shatter!" And a rope falls from the ceiling. All right, guys, climb up. Maybe we can escape from the trap for the time being. And I just climb up the rope, waiting for the others to follow me.
Yep, fair enough. Okay. Shay, are you taking the axe?
Yeah, I said that she already picked it back up.
Okay.
So
Axe is picked up?
Yeah,
You're making
she's
your way
going
under
to
the
make her
gate?
way
Okay.
underneath the
You don't
gate.
need to roll for it because the two of them are holding up. You guys have the
Yeah.
big enough strength to hold that open.
Once Shay's under,
You see a rope while Derek's ass is wiggling back and forth as he climbs into this unknown.
what the fuck, Derek?
It's a little rope trick. Don't worry about that.
I guess we go up.
Okay.
And with that, Shay will very confusedly follow Derek up the rope.
Okay. Shay does. Nox, Panda, what are you guys doing?
So they're climbing up a rope and disappearing. Panda Dad's gonna look over at Nox and be like, Nox, you still have that immovable rod, right?
Yes.
We try to stop this at a point?
I don't know why they tried to escape that quick, but yeah.
Derek,
We
this
can
thing
try.
does have a form of locomotion, right?
Oh no, we're just going to chill there.
What?
To be honest, okay, he asked, I answered.
Yep.
A little bit of metagaming. Panda, I recommend you go up as well because there's no point. We don't know if the wall has like 8,000 pounds of force behind it.
Well, I will say this. With the amount of force that Derek realized the doors are meant to withstand, you can make that assumption. Dwarven engineering at its finest.
Alright, well, Panda Dad's going up then, I guess.
Okay. Nox.
Yeah. I will quickly turn to the crawler, stand behind the other two gates, just script. We'll be back. Let me know if the thing goes past the doors.
Okay.
Because I'm still like, it's still, what is it, 100, right? 100 feet? It's much less. Yeah,
Much less.
I will be in contact, so yeah,
Okay.
I'm crawling up as well.
So as you crawl up, and that second, the wall,
We can still see what happens outside, though.
yeah, you can still look. You see the wall hitting as all these bits of rivets start to misshape, twist, and then pop as sharp, like iron girders go flying against the walls, smashing into the brickwork, destroying like the very well-crafted sculptures of the brickwork on the sides, and even hurting and damaging the other door. As that then smash it. Are you gonna climb down now?
Yeah, I'm going
no.
No, you coming
Just
down?
say for the floor.
Okay, no, I'm just asking a question. You guys can climb down if you want. So as it breaks down the door, you notice that it keeps going, and it's just going forward and forward and forward, and it does the same thing again with this door, door, and then this door, and it does exactly the same. And just as it hits this door here, you notice that there's one on the other side coming flying, like at the same pace, and it just goes and bangs into it, which then shatters this the last door, compressing it
So
and breaking it.
There was one coming from the opposite direction.
Yeah, that's what Muffin noticed, but unfortunately he didn't notice. So yeah, the wall though seems to then retreat back. It's like the plinth that was destroyed is now gone. Let me just destroy these gates too. as you guys wait. Like it takes about 10 minutes for it to reset, and there you go.
We can take a short rest if you need, guys.
The hallway looks like it's had like, you know, it looks like a Friday night curry fest.
A very cautious centipede just peeking from the corner, just going, "I'm okay."
You had a close call when one of the bits of metal just went.
Yeah, I made a smart decision of moving the fucking thing from the corridor.
Shay's going to climb down now and take a peek.
Yeah, go grab that axe and come back up.
Shay
Shay
already has
Shay has the axe.
Oh, right, yeah, you grabbed it.
Normally we can spend like an hour inside the little pockets.
I don't want to.
Well, I'm staying there.
It seems safe.
With the axe.
It seems safe.
Bango, what if we yank the rope as you are there?
No.
How fucked are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I think the rope is linked to. No,
Yeah.
I can take the rope back up.
Yeah, you can take the rope back up. I don't think anyone else can.
Okay, cool.
All right.
We can't do anything because turn.
Anyway, now,
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad.
since we have the murder weapon, Tyr can fucking solve that mystery.
Yeah, that's true. Now that you guys have
That's
the murder
the-
weapon. To be fair, she wasn't
That was-
murdered, remember? That's not how the story ended.
Oh yes,
Hello?
the betrayal.
Well, we
Not
saw
you,
the ending, like
Alex.
third, and then.
I saved you, guys. Hello.
Can
Derek,
Now-
you did great. Thank you so much.
Derek,
You wanna
now
promote?
we're even.
Even? Wait, what? How?
I'm just gonna approach him like standing like on top of. What a refresher.
When did you save Derek?
Fine, unsung heroes as always.
No, wait.
That was-
When did you save me, Nox?
Time shenanigans. I did rewind. I did rewind time a fixed couple of year olds, Penguin.
That is true.
I actually know that. But my character.
Yeah,
didn't
your
notice
character can't know that. That's not the,
Yeah.
that's how the power works.
Yeah.
As you guys approach the door, it's locked. As you look through the
damaged?
gaps, no, it
Was it
wasn't
damaged
damaged at all. No, you can clearly see that it's kind of designed that way. But as you look through, you can see a sunken shape sitting in a chair.
I suppose this is the author of the plaque.
It would seem so.
He is the last one to remember the deeds of the dwarves that.
The door
I
is
suppose he used to be the last one.
the door's locked.
Well, I don't think anyone here is skilled with lockpicking, so
But what exactly do you use for lockpicking?
thieves' tools.
A hammer.
Two different methods.
Different methods.
Or a hammer.
Way to
Mace, right?
way to avoid 10 damage, by the way, guys.
And D10? That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my tail still hurts.
My back.
My back.
My pussy. My crack.
That's a. You listed all the injuries of all the characters. Nice.
Wait, what?
Okay, so the door is there. What are you guys doing? I will say this: we are reaching the 3-hour mark, so I'm just letting you guys know.
Okay, thank you.
Want to do our special move, Lieutenant?
Are you sure? Wait. I'm hiding here.
It's a DC 17 if you want to try.
I might as well.
We're trying to break down the door.
Break down the door. All right, go for it.
I mean, yeah, well, do you want to roll?
You know what?
Roll.
I wonder if it's possible for Shay to help for this one.
I mean,
Derek, go in the pile. Let's do this as a team.
this is gonna be like +6 on the roll with advantage.
Okay.
Can I use my rage?
Do you really for the door?
I half-ass it because I don't.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay, so that's -2. So it's a +4. It's advantage with +4. Go for it.
Wow, what an asshole.
do we hold hands as we run?
Yeah, we hit it with a jolly skip.
All right, go for it. Somebody roll. Damn. Okay.
That's my.
That's +4, so that's 19. So, okay, you guys bang into it. It takes you a couple of runs, but the second time you manage to crack the door, the hinge seems to clack open. This has clearly been here for a very long time. The doors fall apart and they fall in. And you make your way into the well, it went the wrong way, but never mind.
It's fine. We hit it so hard.
Yeah.
It just smashed.
It smashed back into its hinge. All right. As you enter the so-called vault, you see an adornment of treasures. Some covered with dust, some gleaming, and some shelves of potions, long-aged cheese, a skeleton of an old crumpling dwarf sitting in a chair as fungus seems to surround the entire right side of the room. We'll go through down the list. So Derek, since Panda and Nox and Shay are rubbing their elbows, I'll let you guys decide. I'll let Derek go first. Sorry.
I would expect the skeleton of the dwarf, if well, first if it's still alive.
Okay.
Or I mean,
are you literally just approaching a skeleton and go, "Are you okay, sir? Are you okay? You need help?"
You can
still animated.
No, it's clearly like the skull, like it's still the leather jerkin that he's worn has kind of like faded away. It's
and
not.
I can make maybe a medicine check if it was he was killed by something, or
sure.
He
Yeah,
just
go for
died.
it. Make a medicine check. Yep, you can do that.
Okay.
And if anybody else has something else to do after that, we'll go through it.
14.
Sorry, I had a roommate bang on my door.
No worries. You can tell he died. Not from. Give me a second. God damn it, Nox.
I didn't say it.
No, it's Nox just pissing himself laughing. He died? Really? You can tell from the adornment, the chests full of rations and food, that he just gave up. He has no injuries. There's no. It doesn't look like he's harmed himself. There are no weapons on him. There's a goblet in front of you on the table, but it's rusted and almost like caked to the table. It doesn't look like it had anything dried inside it. He seemed to have just gave up, just sat and gave up and locked himself in here. Anything else you want to do before we go to Shay?
I would do like a makeshift prayer to him, just to honor him.
As you do that, you feel the pearl in your bag seem to give a buzz, almost like it's giving you the.
I take it out.
It just seems to kind of like take. Not necessarily like an actual like effect of magic, but you can kind of feel like his will is in this pearl.
Oh.
Like think of it as like an insight check that you don't need to make.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Shay.
Nox, what did that plaque outside say?
To make things short, he repeated some of the things from the scroll. What the black said is essentially, You must remember those who fought the war, because there are too little of those who remember. Only hid it. And now it's our turn.
We are dwarves.
Not to die, but remember.
Shay's going to come and inspect this. Actually, did Nox already inspect this pedestal?
These pedestals? I can mean, that can, okay, you basically see what looks like a very, like a line of, what looks like pedestals for armor, and, like, clearly there's, like, some, like, it's not necessarily, like, what are they called? You know, like, busts? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so each of these like bust things have, like, you know, like nothing on them, but one of them has a helmet and a chain and what looks like a chain vest on it, and that seems to be the only one that is still there. The rest are all missing.
Okay, and there's nothing inscribed on them. It's just the like the little busts.
There actually no. There are some things on the inscriptions you can see. Mostly the names of the memories that you found. So there's one that says Aldair. There's one that says Davaric. There's one that says Hayluth. There's they're basically all the names of the dwarves.
Who's the stuff we're looking at?
The stuff you're looking at is let's see, what's his name?
Howlth?
No. His is Dokre.
We had 6 mirrors, and there are 8 of them.
There were, okay, technically in the memory there were 7 dwarves that were close to the dark-haired one.
Okay.
One would be for the betrayer, and one could possibly be for the dark-haired woman herself.
No.
Don't think so.
We'll see later.
Yeah.
Well, no, but she's not dead, but she was...
Well, no, from what you can tell is that the only reason that this one exists is because it belongs to the guy who's in the chair, who was the only one that survived.
Okay.
And his name was Dokri.
And there
Okay, so this is
weapons strewn around the whole room. Is that what's going on in front of, like, Derek and stuff?
Say again, sorry, Hannah?
There's, like, weapons strewn across the tables here.
Do you want me? Is that what you're looking at right now?
Well, I was waiting my turn, but
well, I mean that it's your it's your turn. It's your turn. So okay, I will read off the inventory of loot that you guys have found. So I'm also going to be a little bit of meta in this because technically you picked up the +3 axe. There's a rod of the Pact Keeper. There's a helm of Protect Mind. There's a great sword +2. There's a short sword +1. There's 2 daggers ×2. There's 2 shields. There's a warhammer +1. There's a mace +1. There's an elven chain +1. There's a short bow +1. There's a book of there's a quiver of arrows +1. 20 arrows. There's 6 potions of greater healing. There's 2 potions of superior healing. There's a horn of silent alarm. There's 4 vials of alchemist fire. There's 1 potion of giant strength frost flavor. And there's 2 potions of speed. And then there is the tome, which I will need. I will need. This is it. This is it. This is the roll. This is the roll.
Can I read it? Can I?
Well, Panda is looking at the book, so we'll see what he decides to do with it first. Before you're too busy distracted doing your prayer for now.
What? Yeah.
I also have the list of all this stuff. I will put it in chat afterwards, and you guys can go through that, right?
Is this tome written in different languages?
It is. If you read it, it's in Dwarvish. It's called The Dragon Twins: Chaos and Order.
Okay.
Does
it look like a magical tome? It's like just a book. Or like a.
It looks like a tome, like not a book. It looks like a tome, like.
Well, yeah.
It has something hidden in it.
Yeah, it's written in Dwarven. Granddad's gonna open it and take a
Yeah.
look through and see what he can make out of
You
it.
try to open it, it can't open. You can't seem to open it. Not for there being a lock on it. You just can't seem to pull the pages open.
Seeing Nox right by me, I'm like, Nox, you check out a funny book?
Yeah, sure.
Can't seem to open it.
Oh.
I need a DC 20. Nox. DC 20 Arcana check.
You picked the right guy.
Wow.
How many inspirations I have? Because if I'm dooming everyone, I want to do it in style. I will burn all of them on this.
You're on the other side of the room, Pegu.
Is it possible for us to give our remaining dice to someone?
Nox, you have 2, I want to say, from chat. I see from last time.
I think I don't know. I'm not paying attention to inspiration.
I had one when I started,
Okay.
and then I got.
Oh wait, what?
For sure,
Yeah.
I got one for sure.
I have everything in the Murkwatch player chat.
Murkwatch player chat. Okay.
Give me a second. I got another one for sure, but I don't know if I got more than one. You know.
I saw being posted earlier and it said 2. I don't know.
I got one.
No.
I got one from Bloody Tofu.
Nox
I
is
got
3,
one from-
right?
Nox has 3 of them.
Yeah.
Just follow the message that I have because I have the one that's.
It's up to date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't see
Yeah.
yours, Bengus. I saw.
Okay.
So let's go. I'm burning 2. Fuck it.
Burning 2. Here we go. Double ones.
Double one. Almost.
That's.
No,
Ooh, is that?
that's still not enough.
That's not. It's. Oh, you're too short. Wait,
No, because
wait.
I have one last one. Let's see that
Oh,
one.
here comes the one. Oh, okay.
Where were you? Okay.
Okay.
No.
No.
Get cursed.
No.
You
Okay.
get cursed. Okay.
You
I
open.
did.
You
I win.
open. You open the book. Muffin.
Just-
Nox.
in there.
I
Nox.
opened the book. I can't read.
Pandad hands him the book, saying, "Hey, open the here. Look at the funny book." Yeah, and as he does that, Nox looks down
funny
at the book,
looked at me.
and the book just seems to open, and he hears Muffin. You hear behind your ear, "Well, this is gonna be good." As you start to begin to read, not aloud, but definitely the voice of your own inner monologue as you read along to this interesting story. Newtharth and Avishal were dragon siblings who lived in a vast, sprawling cave system deep within the mountain range. Their father, the mighty Dragon King, ruled over their kingdom with an iron claw. He was a fierce and powerful creature, feared by all who lived within his domain. But despite their father's fearsome reputation, Newtharth and Avishal loved him dearly. They spent their days training in the art of dragon magic, learning how to breathe fire and control the elements. They were inseparable, and their father was proud of the bond they shared. One day, the Dragon King called his children to his throne room. He had a special task for them, one that he had hoped would prove their worth as their heirs. He instructed them to venture into the nearby forest and retrieve a rare and magical flower, one that can only grow on the highest peaks of the tallest tree. Newtharth and Avishal set out on their quest, determined to bring back the flower and please their father. They journeyed deep into the forest, braving treacherous paths and fending off fierce beasts. They worked together, using their magic to overcome every obstacle. But as they reached the peak of the tallest tree, they discovered that the flower was guarded by a powerful sorceress. She was cunning, trying to warn the brothers of their goal, but also would not give up the flower to them without a fight. Newtharth and Avishal fought bravely. They were no match for the sorceress's magic. In the end, Avishal was gravely injured, only to be nursed back to health by the sorceress, and Newdarth was forced to retreat without the flower. When they returned to their father's throne room, they found him furious with them. He accused Avishal of cowardice and weakness, and banished him from the kingdom. Newdarth tried to defend his brother, but his father would not listen. He was heartbroken to see Avishal, his beloved sibling, suffer such injustice, but he knew that he could not do anything to change his father's mind. From that day, Avishal was an outcast in their kingdom. He wandered the land alone and friendless, with only his memories of his father's love and his own sense of pride to keep him going. Newdarth tried to help him, but their father's wrath was too great to overcome. And so, the once close siblings were torn apart, their bond broken by the Dragon King's anger and disappointment. They lived the rest of their days in separate parts of this kingdom, each one a reminder to the other's shame and failure. And with that, we're going to leave it for tonight.
Yeah, shit.
Fucking hate dragons.
I know.
Wow.
Bananas has a brother?
Unfortunately.
Both gonna die.
I should've got the
Good,
tame
both
dragon
of them
spell.
died. Well, I mean, that's a nice fact for you there, right there. Anyway, that's some deep lore
We
that
finally got the deep lore expose.
we got some deep lore, not all of it, but some deep lore.
Oh, then it's not the deepest of lore.
Some revelations, at least for tonight's session. Let's see. Where are we? Is there any? Do we have anybody to go to? Who do we got?
I'm glad we figured out that guy was dead, though.
Goblin Tuesday is playing Starfield, and Dark Scout is playing.
We can do this real quick. Okay, let me just quickly have a look, because I don't have that. Where's my tab? I had all the tabs open. They're all me now. What the hell?
Then there's this fucking goober playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Looks like Manic though.
Oh, I had my butt open this entire time.
We can go where? Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Got cold and snowy in D&D.
It's very cold and snowy. Also, okay, thanks for everybody for doing the goal. I guess we're doing a horror cam. Act 3 is going to be a bit more horror-y, so thanks for that.
It's gonna be horrors?
There's going to be lots of horrors. These are my
I'm gonna be
players.
a big sleuth.
These are the players,
Wait,
guys.
it's horror, not horses. Okay.
No,
okay,
it's not
okay.
horses. It's not a horse campaign, unfortunately. No. Let's see. Yeah, let's do. I mean, we can do. Yeah, we'll go Goblin Tuesday. Why not? I very rarely get to raid those guys. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. If you want to copy the thingy disc, you can or whatnot. There you go. Boink. We'll be back. Actually, no, I might not be back on Monday. I might be back on Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, my players. Muffin, who are you? What do you do?
It's me. Yeah, thank you all so much for participating. It is Mr. Muffin. I'm playing Nox, the man of the hour.
The drag man of the hour.
Yeah.
Marcy, who are you? What do you do?
I am Huntress Marcy. I play Shaydora. I am the occasional loot grabber and trap setting offer.
Granddad, who are you? What'd you do?
I am Sad Panda 90, play as Bandad, and make stupid jokes most of the time.
Thank you very much. And Derek, Angus King, who are you? What do you do?
I'm Pengus King, playing as Derek. I saved the party. I deserve a promotion.
Hey, that's next week.
Thank you all for playing.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it as always. We will be back in 2 weeks from now to do session 19, which is I'm gonna have to do a little bit of discussing with a lot of people who have a bunch of questions. I'm sure that's true. We also have the loot. I'm gonna put that in the Murkwatch chat after the session, and I think it's all good. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed fucking with my players in a weird and wonderful way, like I always do. Have a good one, guys, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. 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 Bye.
Go to loot chat.
I'm pocketing the book.
You can't.
I know why.